all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads, drifting every corner as fast as we could go. Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox and a crew down like I've never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this big rig racing's getting out of hand. We were rolling like thunder, that's why we never saw bandits head got loose and fly to the wall as the pace car pulled out the pits filled with fans. Out from a window came the bandit's hand. He signaled I'm alright, and the look on his face said it's all about the glory. We'll live the world another day. Crowds keep getting bigger, and so did the prize for the race. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. It's all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads, drifting every corner as fast as we can go. Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox and a crew down like I've never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. Man, this bandit racing's getting lots of fans. The bandit big series getting out of hand.
And we welcome you, ladies and gentlemen, to Lake Erie Speedway. We are live. I am being joined by Dave Wright. Dave, we are in for one heck of a night for the Bandit Big Rig Series.
I've been watching these guys practice, and we were watching them qualify. This track is awesome. It is wide, and these guys are flying tonight, Adam. I love it.
And I got to tell you, looking at all the fans in attendance, they are ready for some big rig racing. And we're getting ready for our first heat race of the night. And leading them off is the 4 of Scott Treadway as they come out onto the track.
This is going to be a good show. I know that Scott was having some issues earlier, and he didn't qualify all that well, but I think they've got him straightened out. I think he's going to be fast tonight. They don't call him Lightning for nothing.
Yeah. And to those who are watching this on the live stream, we are about to go live to the people in attendance, so they will hear the live broadcast when we call this race. And you're going to see just how loud these fans get whenever the Bandits go racing live.
We're missing a truck tonight that from Brian Cash, and he just checked in.
Yeah. And here's a look at who's in this field. The driver of the 4, Scott Treadway, and driving the 51, making his debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series, we have John Franzen. Then there's the Godfather, Craig Kruckenberg, in the 55, the 7 of John Lisaby, and the 13 of Bob Mitchell.
I think this is going to be a good heat. The gentleman driving the 51, I got to talk to him a little bit today that while they were fitting his helmet. He seems like a really nice guy, and he's got some talent going on. I think it's going to be a good show.
All right, and it looks like we're going to get the 1 to go signal here. We're getting ready to go green with heat race number 1. And now we're going to go live to the people in Lake Erie Speedway. They're going to hear this broadcast. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Adam Otwell. We are live at Lake Erie Speedway and ready for the first heat race.
Blistering fast today.
Here we go with the first heat race, the 4 of Scott Treadway, alongside the number 51 being piloted by John Franzen making his debut. Then the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg, 7 John Lisby, and the 13 of Bob Mitchell. And we are racing at Lake Erie Speedway, and we're going to go 3 wide into turn number 1 on the first lap.
Fist fighting to get out there. This is going to be a good one. And I heard tires screeching, smoke flying. This is going to be a good race already. Bob Mitchell, he's been running really well lately, and I'm anxious to see him, how he's going to do. He's fighting his way up there already. I like it.
And right up front, we have the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg. He's trying to hold off the 4 of Scott Treadway. The Godfather leads the first lap of the day. Meanwhile, behind him, the 13 of Bob Mitchell, side by side with the 7 of John Lisenby. And right behind them all is the 51 of John Franzen. And the racing continues as we head into turn number 3 and into turn number 4. And it looks like Scott Treadway, he's got a little bit of advantage as we come to the start-finish line. He's going to lead that lap. Good job by Scott Treadway in the 4, but don't count out the Godfather.
He was flying out there a while ago, Adam. I watched him during qualifying and practice. He was sideways. He was just as fast as he could go.
And the 7 of John Lisenby, he's right there on the outside trying to hold off the 13 of Bob Mitchell as Scott Treadway continues to lead.
Bob's coming fast. He's been, like I said, his truck continues to improve. I can hear the tires squealing all the way up here, Adam.
And onto the back straightaway, Bob Mitchell in the 13 is going to go to 3rd place. But no, the 7 of John Lisenby is still on him as Craig Kruckenberg in the 55 carries our onboard camera.
Bob Mitchell's got a little bit more drive and a little bit more speed off those turns than Jonathan does. But I don't know, they seem pretty even in the middle of the turn.
Bob Mitchell trying to hold on to his 3rd place spot, but the 7 of John Lisenby continues to be right on him. Here we go into turn number 3. As we head to the halfway mark, Scott Treadway continues to lead in the 4.
Scott's put a little length on him here. Maybe he's trying to put on a clinic today. I told you I thought they had some problems today, but he's got them straightened out.
And as they run, Scott Treadway continues to lead in the 4. 2nd place, the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg. 3rd place, the 13 of Bob Mitchell. 4th, the 7 of John Lisenby. And the 51 truck being driven by the man making his debut in the Bandit series, Mr. John Franzen.
Man, Scott is flying, and the Godfather's doing everything he can to catch him. And then Bob Mitchell is rolling, man. I dig this. I can't wait till the feature we get them all on the track.
3 laps to go, and the 7 of John Lisenby continues to go on the inside, but Bob Mitchell has had an answer for him.
Bob ain't gonna give up. He's getting that truck tuned up and straightened out, and it's showing.
2 laps to go for Scott Treadway in the 4. Bob Mitchell in the 13 got a little too close to the wall there, but he holds on to it.
And he still keeps his spot too, Adam. That's awesome.
Onto the back straightaway. Scott Treadway continues to lead, and he's going to take the white flag right here. 1 lap to go for Scott Treadway, and the battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is heating up.
Bob Mitchell's flying high. He wants that 2nd spot.
And there goes the 13 of Bob Mitchell to the outside for 2nd. Can he clear him? Yes, he will.
He got him.
Bob Mitchell goes to 2nd place, and the 7 of John Lisenby, he's going to pass the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg for 3rd.
Oh.
Meanwhile, as we head to the checkered flag, it's going to be Scott Treadway winning the first heat race. 2nd place is going to go
sideways.
2nd place goes to Bob Mitchell in the 13. 3rd place, the 7 of John Lisenby, and 4th place goes to the 55 of Craig Kruckenberg, and John Franzen rounds out the field in 5th, driving the 51.
I tell you, Bob wasn't wasting any time. He wanted spot after spot, and he was doing what he could to get it. He was flying. That was awesome to watch.
Ladies and gentlemen, that does it for heat race number 1. Let's hear it for your race winner, Mr. Scott Treadway in the 4.
Lightning done a good job. I think he was putting on a clinic, man. They had that thing on a rail.
Congratulations to Scott Treadway. And now we're going to send it on down to PT with the live mic. Take it away, my man. And, you know, Dave, I got to tell you what. I talked to Scott Treadway earlier today, and I tell you what, Scott is very determined to get to victory lane, and he had quite a showing in the Bandit shootout. I asked him about that day, and I tell you, Scott Treadway definitely had some fun, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you mean the finish, the backwards finish?
Yes,
that was
I do.
Cool. That was cool. I love watching.
Yeah.
Yes, we announced, but I am so much a fan of these guys.
Yeah, and we'll get to that interview later on in the show. And now we're going to move on to heat race number 2. We got the of Alan Bowles and the 41 of Marshall Davis. And then there's the 27 of Darren Proffitt, 63 Cody Slowinski, and the 74 of Mark Noble, who is running second in the point standings.
I think this is going to be a pretty good matched up heat here because we know Turbo can win. We know Alan can win. He's got, 2 wins this year already? Marshall Davis has been driving his heart out. That truck at Iowa, that truck was sideways every lap. And Mark Noble, if you watch him, it doesn't matter how many tracks we go to. Within 5 laps, he's found his line in practice, and he is just smooth and fast. It's just amazing.
And it looks like we're going to get the 1 to go signal in just a minute here, as Alan Bowles in the 3 is going to lead off the field alongside the 41 of Marshall Davis. Yeah, it looks like the 1 to go signal is going to be given. The flagman, Dennis Hinsdale, he's our flagman for tonight, and we thank him for the good job that he's doing here tonight.
I'll tell you what, the folks on this can watch these camera shots. This is an awesome facility. It is nice. We have plenty of room. The track is wide. Although I did catch during the drivers' meeting, they want these guys staying above this yellow line. This could be a Daytona-Talladega incident.
And here we go with heat race number 2. It's going to be the 3 of Alan Bowles alongside the 41 of Marshall Davis. It's going to be Marshall Davis. Can he get the advantage onto the back straightaway? Yes, he will. Meanwhile, Alan Bowles in the 3 has his hands full with the 63 of Cody Slowinski.
Everybody wants that spot. Marshall got it on the jump, and he's going to fight to keep it. I'm telling you, this kid can drive.
And the first lap of heat race number 2 is going to go to Marshall Davis in the 41. And Cody Slowinski's in trouble. Cody Slowinski almost lost it in the 63.
What a save, Adam.
Nice save by Cody Slowinski in the 63. Now here we come off turn number 4. Marshall Davis continues to lead in the 41. And meanwhile, the 3 of Alan Bowles, he's got his hands full with Cody Slowinski on the outside of him as they battle for second. Cody Slowinski trying to rebound from that earlier spin out. He almost lost it, but he was able to save it. Coming off turn number 4, Alan Bowles in the 3, side by side with Cody Slowinski in the 63.
He's coming. He wants it.
Cody Slowinski.
Sideways again.
Cody Slowinski goes sideways yet again, and here he goes to the outside of it. He is doing everything he can to get around the 3 of Alan Bowles. He refuses to back down. And meanwhile, Marshall Davis in the 41 is loving everything he's seeing in his rear view mirror. Meanwhile, behind Alan Bowles in the 3 and the 63 of Cody Slowinski is Mark Noble in the 74. Is he going to try to make it 3 wide? He might try to do it. No, not yet.
He looked like he wanted to split him. Oh, here it comes again, Adam.
And here comes Mark Noble into the mix. He's right on the back bumper of Alan Bowles in the 3, and the 63 of Cody Slowinski's on the outside as we have hit the halfway mark.
Alan Bowles was sideways trying to hold off Mark Noble. I don't know if it's going to work or not. There he comes. We got Darren Proffitt pulled in the center. He must be having a few issues. I heard that he got a bad batch of fuel.
And there's a problem with the 27 of Darren Proffitt. He is off the pace, and he is in the middle of the track. That is a tough break for Darren Proffitt. Meanwhile, the battle for second, third, and fourth continues. Cody Slowinski doing a tremendous job on the outside in the 63 as the 41 of Marshall Davis continues to lead.
And
Cody Slowinski gets loose again!
Man, he's driving the wheels off that thing, still sideways.
I cannot believe that Cody Slowinski has not spun out yet. He is doing a tremendous job driving that truck like there's no tomorrow.
Well, he's kind of in a pickle there. He's wanting to catch Marshall, but he's got two very seasoned veterans behind.
And Mark Noble dives to the inside. Oh, we
Allen
got
is
trouble.
sideways.
Allen Bowles in the 3. He spins it out. And that's going. Is no caution yet. No caution yet. Allen Bowles is still on it.
He's got to gather back
my.
up. I watched the flagman put the caution flag away.
We almost had a caution. Great job by Allen Bowles. Marshall Davis continues to lead in the 41, and the battle for second and third is still going on. Mark Noble in the 74 has the advantage as we head to the white flag.
I can't believe we've got this much excitement already.
And Mark Noble in the 74, he's trying to hold off the 63 of Cody Slowinski, but Cody's not backing down. Cody Slowinski, he's on the inside of Mark Noble. Can he get him? Can he get him?
He's been sideways almost every lap. You know he's not.
Oh, we got contact!
Oh.
Contact, and there's debris flying everywhere as Marshall Davis takes the checker flag in the 41, and Mark Noble in the 74 gets second place. Third place goes to Cody Slowinski in the 63. Fourth place is going to go to the 3 of Allen Bowles, and fifth place to the 27 of Darren Profit. Oh my goodness, Lake Erie, if you loved that racing action, let me hear you make some noise.
I couldn't believe. I think Cody's missing a little bit of fender there on the right front.
Come on, race fans. If you enjoyed that heat race, let me hear you and let the whole world hear you make some noise. And we got some contact between the 3 and the 74 post-race.
Allen Bowles doesn't seem to be happy with Mark. Uh-oh.
All right. And now we're going to toss the live PA back to PT. Take it away, PT. We are back live on the live stream.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That takes my breath, man. And, of course, then we have the slight post-race altercation. And Cody Slowinski was giving it his all, man. He was sideways almost every lap. And, like I said, I think he left a little – they're out there picking up a little bit of his right front fender as we speak.
Man, oh, man, that was absolutely incredible, wasn't it?
We're just starting the heats, man. What's this going to be like by the time we get to the feature?
All right, and we're going – and we got another heat race coming up, heat race number 3.
We've got don't we have some commercials coming up? I mean, a message from our sponsor here we probably need to show.
Yeah, we do have a message from our sponsors coming up. Yeah, we would like to thank all of our great sponsors, including KIK Marketing, Rush Truck Centers, DSI Performance, Big and Nuts, and as always, we want to send a special thank you to Minimizer.
Absolutely. We can't do it without you guys. We love you fans. We love our sponsors.
Yeah, thank you to all the great sponsors as we are getting ready for heat race number 3. And Dave, I have to tell you, that was great driving by Cody Slowinski. I just can't stop praising his driving style.
It takes my breath away. How many times did he save that truck, man? That was awesome. I hope that contact there didn't hurt too much. I mean, you can do a little fiberglass repair. That's no big deal. I hope they didn't damage anything more than it.
All right, and we're going to take a short commercial break as the cleanup on the racetrack is continuing on. We'll be right back after these short messages.
One of the most comfortable seats I have sat in that would go in a semi or a truck.
I could definitely ride in this all day.
You spend a lot of time in it, just like your bed, right? So having a seat of that comfort is a big deal.
I already can tell you that without even trying them, I'm already sold.
My first impression was impressive.
You guys outdone yourself with this one.
Great seat overall, feels really good to me.
I'm doing more than thinking, I'm buying one. I'll buy one.
I'm buying one.
Okay.
And we are back live here at Lake Erie Speedway, ready for heat race number 3. And the 17 of Justin Ball is going to lead alongside the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. And now we are going to go back live to Lake Erie Speedway. All right, Lake Erie Speedway, we are ready for our third heat race as the 17 of Justin Ball is going to start alongside the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. Then the 16 of Mike Ward alongside Mike Morgan, the 88. And our defending champion, Ricky Rude, in the 14 right behind him. Here we go!
We are green, boys. Heat number 3.
All right, here we go into the back straightaway. Who's going to get the advantage? It looks like... Oh, and the 54 is loose! The 54 got loose, and Justin Ball in the 17 takes the lead.
We know Justin Ball can capitalize on that.
Yes, indeed. Justin Ball leads this race at the moment, but he's got the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg right behind him.
If the first 2 heat races are any indication, this is going to be awesome.
And meanwhile, we got a battle for third between the 16 of Mike Ward and the 14 of Ricky Rude. 2 guys battling side by side as we come off turn number 4. Ricky Rude gets sideways.
Wow, that just, you can't replicate that. This is no playing around here, folks. These drivers want that win.
And here comes Tyler Kruckenberg on the outside. He's going for the lead. Tyler Kruckenberg in the 54. Can he clear the 17 of Justin Ball? Not quite yet. Coming off turn 4. Can he do it? He's got it.
Wow, these fights, these battles are just amazing. You can't get this anywhere else.
Tyler Kruckenberg leads in the 54. Second place, the 17 of Justin Ball. Third place, the 14 of Ricky Rude. Fourth, the 16 of Mike Ward. And rounding out the field is Mike Morgan in the 88 as we have 6 laps to go.
I got to talk with Mike a little bit today. He's pretty happy about the way his truck's running. I look for him to move up. He's always consistently fast.
Justin Ball in the 17. He's got his hands full with the 14 of Ricky Rude on the outside of him. As they exit off turn 4, Ricky Rude, can he get past Justin Ball in the 17?
It's going to be a fight to the finish. You know how Ricky Rude is, but him and Justin are buddies too. They're going to fight for it, but Ricky's hammered down.
And Ricky Rude is going to take second place from Justin Ball in the 17.
Look at Mike Ward up there looking at a spot.
Mike Ward in the 16 trying to work his way into the mix, trying to get past the 17 of Justin Ball for third, as Tyler Kruckenberg leads with 4 laps to go. Can he hold off Ricky Rude in the 14?
You know Ricky's coming. He's coming fast, and he's going to win it. He wants those heat race win points.
Here we come to the start-finish line yet again. 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go for Tyler Kruckenberg in the 54.
These guys are a little bit more spread out than they were in heat 1 and 2, but you get them up there, we get close to the checkered flag, they're going to look at Mike Morgan sideways.
Mike Morgan trying to get around the 16 of Mike Ward. Meanwhile, the battle for the lead is starting to heat up as we have 2 laps to go. Slowly but surely, Ricky Rude in the 14 is catching the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg.
Tyler has it, Ricky wants it, and they're both fast. They're both bad fast. I've seen them both sideways. One of them fighting to keep it, one of them fighting to get it.
Coming off the exit of turn 4, we're going to see the white flag. Can Tyler Kruckenberg hold off Ricky Rude?
We got 1 lap to find out, Adam.
Onto the back straightaway. Tyler Kruckenberg is high. He's high, and Ricky Rude is looking on the inside. Can't quite get to him just yet. He's got to have 1 more shot. Here goes Ricky Rude. He's going to try to the inside. Can he catch Tyler Kruckenberg?
Tyler pushed up.
He's sideways, and Tyler Kruckenberg wins it. Tyler Kruckenberg wins heat race number 3. Second place goes to Ricky Rude in the 14. Third place, Justin Ball in the 17. 16 of Tommy Boylo finishes in 4th. And 5th place goes to Mike Morgan in the 88. That does it for the heat races, Lake Erie Speedway. If you have loved the action so far, let me hear you make some noise.
They are loving this, Adam. This is awesome. I'm telling you this, I've said it before, these are 12,000-pound fist fights right here. We've seen it happen already.
All right, we're going to send it back down to PT with the live mic. Take it away, PT.
Wow, this is, these guys take my breath coming off the turn sideways like they have been. This is amazing. And like I said, this is just heat. We've still got shootout. We've still got challenge races.
All right, and you know, Dave, we always talk about the drivers and the crew members on how they always do the best they can to make sure that the fans get the show that they want to see. But we also give credit to a lot of the tech guys who work behind the scenes.
Oh, these guys kill themselves trying to help them
and
out.
I got the chance to speak to two of them. Their names are Adam and Aaron Bartamy. So let's take a look at my interview with both Adam and Aaron that I had earlier today. Well, we always talk about the drivers here at the Bandit Big Rig Series, but we don't always get to see who works behind the scenes. And I'm here with Adam and Aaron Bartamy, who are the tech guys for the Bandit Big Rig Series. Adam, why don't you tell us about yourselves, where you guys are from?
Well, thanks for having us today. We're from Sheldon, Vermont. What we do here is we're Bandit Big Rig Series techs. We came from a long line of trucking in the family. Truck mechanics and truckers ourselves, come from heavy recoveries as well. So we bring a lot to the series as far as knowledge. Been involved in racing since we were kids. It just great fit. Racers that help out the tech series, Bandit series, to provide a safe racing atmosphere for everybody here.
And Aaron, tell us a little bit about what you guys do as part of the tech crew.
Well, start off early on a Saturday morning. We get the scale area prepped up, and we go through each and every truck, check brake pads, tie rods, kingpins, loose wheels, tires, make sure that they're not been heat cycled too many times and are ready to blow out. That way the drivers are safe for a Saturday night event, and make sure the fans are safe too. We got a 12,000-pound truck rolling around the track at around 75 to 85 miles an hour. So we want to make it safe for everybody, and then we also try to make it an easy and I guess you could call it an easy ball field to play in. Make sure everybody's got the same rules package, weights and stuff like that, and safety for the drivers as far as restraints and seats and helmets and all that stuff as well too. So and then when we get all done that deal, we start with organizing how the races are going to roll out on a Saturday evening, and we work with the rest of the Bandit crew and prepare everything to make the show go flawless. So and when the night's all done, we will we'll do what they call a post-tech, check tire pressures and weights and stuff, and make sure everybody's playing by the rules. I mean, these guys are chasing 10,000 to win, and a very large point fund at the end of the season too. So we got to make sure that nobody's trying to take the cheating edge out there. So other than that, that's what we do.
And what is it like to be a part of the Bandit Big Rig Series?
Adam and I are, proud to be with the Bandit Series. It's a great group of people. It's just a big family. Just trying to bring some events to the Northeast, up and down the East Coast, out to Wisconsin, Iowa, and it's great. They offer a lot of great opportunities for us, to enjoy this atmosphere. We've like Adam said, we come from a racing background. I've been racing since I was 7 years old. Adam's been right there with me since 5 years old, and we've always been involved in racing. And then we own race cars back at home. When we got our spare time, we'll mess around with those. So it's just a lot of different opportunities to tackle.
And Adam, what do you think we can expect from the racing action here in Lake Erie tonight?
Well, if you've followed the Bandit Big Rig Series, I'm pretty sure just about every event this year has been action-packed. A lot of racing, a lot of good side-by-side hard racing. And we walked the track, Aaron and I walked the track this morning. Lake Erie Speedway is a very nice facility. It should be very interesting. Only track we've been to this season with no wall on the inside, which is probably going to be a big opportunity for some dive bombs, which wouldn't be unexpected from anybody here in the Bandit Big Rig Series. They're going for a lot of money here tonight, just like they do every race. A lot of these guys, I think we got 16 trucks here tonight, 15 or 16 trucks, and we're on our fourth or fifth event this year. So they got seat time. They're ready. They're anxious, and there's no more taking it easy out here. Everybody's here. Everybody's been in the driver's seat, got seat time. So it's going to be action-packed tonight. It's going to be fun.
Well, there you have it from Adam and Aaron Barnamy. They are the tech guys for the Bandit Big Rig Series, and they are doing the best job they can to make sure that we have great racing here at Lake Erie Speedway and all events for the Bandit Big Rig Series.
The Bandit Big Rig Series in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Hawkeye Downs Speedway, the location of this season's 4th event. The Bandits were at Hawkeye Downs last year, and this year, Tommy Boileau off to a great start. Heat race number 1, Boileau starting in 3rd before working his way to the front, earning a checkered flag victory. Scott Treadway 2nd, Darren Profit 3rd, and then a battle for 4th.
And Bob Mitchell, he's going to come home 4th, holding off the 51 of Trevor Kruckenberg.
Another pair of Kruckenbergs going at it in the second heat race. Trevor's twin brother Tyler starting in the pole position. His dad Craig starting 5th in the back of the pack, and he works his way to the front, passing Marshall Davis for 2nd before turning his sights on his son.
Here goes Craig Kruckenberg on the outside. He's got the lead. Can he clear him? Can he get to turn number 1? Yes, he will.
You got him cleared.
Great piece of driving there by the Godfather. Fast forward to the last lap of the race, and Craig is doing everything he can to hold off the 54.
Tyler's looking to the inside. Can he do it?
Oh, he's sideways trying to get it.
He gets loose, and Craig Kruckenberg wins the heat race. He beats his son.
Craig Kruckenberg showing up big time in Cedar Rapids. Great performance by the Godfather. Heat race number 3, some heavy hitters in this lineup. Mark Noble, Mike Morgan, Ricky Root, Cody Slowinski, and Justin Ball, 1 through 5. Tough to overtake a legend like Mark Noble when he's starting in the pole position, but the defending champ manages to pull it off.
Ricky Root goes for the lead on Mark Noble in the 74. Can Ricky Root clear him? Yes, he will. Ricky Root takes the lead at Hawkeye Downs Speedway.
Root currently leading this year's standings as well, looking to make it back-to-back point titles in 2018. On to the Bandit shootout. Scott Treadway battling Tommy Boileau, and this was by far the best finish. Treadway trying to hang on, and he gets a little sideways in the process, actually crosses the finish line backwards. How about Dem Apples?
Hey, he's reverse mode. Give it up for Scott Treadway. The old moonwalk. Scott Treadway, he's always been a Michael Jackson fan, does the moonwalk into the winner's circle.
That's about as fun a finish as you'll see. Treadway holding on by a nose. Finals of the Bandit shootout coming down to Ricky Root and Justin Ball. Ball has a history of doing really well in the shootout, and he pulls off the win again. Justin Boostball, the winner of the Bandit shootout, and you know what that means. It means one lucky fan walks away with a $100 bill, and in this case, it's Derek who drew Ball's number 17.
Are you going to buy a gift for somebody or maybe keep it for yourself?
Probably buy something for my grandma.
Oh my goodness, you're going to buy something for your grandma? Is she here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh wow, give it up. Hey, by the way, Grandma, you got the best grandson in the world. He's going to buy a gift for Grandma.
That's awesome. Great job, Derek. Unfortunately, that's all she wrote for the Bandits on this night. The weather would not cooperate. You can see the radar from that night in Cedar Rapids. Severe weather. There was a tornado warning in effect, so they called the event during the first challenge race. So that means the Bandits will be back at Hawkeye Downs on Sunday, July 29th, starting at 1 p.m. They'll pick things up right where they left off with the first challenge race. Then they'll run the second challenge race and then the A-main feature. We'll have to see who ends up with the big old $10,000 check. Big Rig semi-truck racing on the asphalt track is back. The Minimizer Bandit Big Rig Series hits Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. Come see diesel engines pumping thousands of horsepower, reaching speeds of up to 100 miles an hour. Come early to meet the Bandits and hang out in the pits. Bring the entire family. The Bandits will try to steal $50,000 in prize money Saturday, July 14th. Be there to witness all the racing action. Get your tickets online at banditseries.com. Again, that's banditseries.com.
When you come out of the military, you lose a lot of your identity. The things that you used to love, they're just not the same. You were a warrior. think it was one of those things of getting out of the Marine Corps and no longer having that identity of being a Marine. Like, you don't have a rank anymore. The ribbons on your chest don't matter anymore.
I joined the Army straight out of high school. That's all I'd done my whole adult life at that point. You know, the Army had given us training on what it was like to be a civilian, but their training was more like, get out and go get a job.
Being in the military, you kind of lose yourself because you don't have that system there that you belong to.
What we do at Wykin is we create a path for veterans that are looking to achieve success after their military service, and we create a path that helps them achieve success on their own terms. I think veteran transition is largely misunderstood. It's really about transitioning purpose. It's about transitioning who am I, what am I about, who am I serving now, what am I doing now.
You're not weak by asking for help.
And it wasn't until right before I made the decision to stay in school that I kind of found myself again.
You need to get out and get some life experience doing normal things. Here's other people like you, and then, hey, here's a staff that wants to help you, and here's a ton of volunteers that just want to do stuff for you, for the program. Go meet them.
If you want the opportunities, Wykin is going to provide it for you. It produces something of substantial worth. You decide the amount of success that you want to be.
Did.
Since I've left the Army, I've gone to school, I graduated, I got a degree, and I've got a career, I have a job.
I can't imagine where I'd be right now if I had not given Wykin a chance.
And my goal is for each warrior to be in a position at some point down the line when they can look back and say, my career didn't end when I left the military, it began.
Did you catch that, Adam? Joel said he wants to do some driver interviews after this.
And we are back live at Lake Erie Speedway. For those who broadcast I may have accidentally seen driving the 16. But I apologize for that.
He's been in it, well, a year and a half now.
Yes.
Yeah, we're here. Can you hear us?
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we've got it straightened out now, huh, Adam? Sorry about that, folks. Had to wiggle a few wires.
Yeah, we had to wiggle a few wires. As I was saying, I accidentally called Tommy Boileau driving the 16 here tonight. Tonight it's being driven by Mike Ward. I've just been so used to Tommy Boileau driving the 16, but tonight it's being driven by Mike Ward, who has not been in the Bandit Series since Concord when he made his debut and actually won his first heat race.
Well, and it's true. They had a good debut. He was concerned about his truck being down on horsepower. They had the handling down on it. And I think Mike has since picked up the bigger Detroit Series 60.
And I got the chance to speak to Mike Ward earlier today, how he feels about driving the 16 and what it was like to get that win at Concord. So let's take a look at my interview with Mike Ward. Well, making his return to the Bandit Big Rig Series is Mike Ward, but tonight he's driving the number 16 truck. Mike, we haven't seen you since Concord, and that was when you made your debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series, and you won your first race the first time out. How did it feel?
Well, obviously the success is a good feeling, but just anxious about tonight. Want to do a great job for Michael, and got some big shoes to fill tonight.
All right, and tell us how you ended up getting behind the wheel of the 16 here tonight.
I that's a good question. Just opportunity came up, and I knew the truck was capable of winning, so I wanted to certainly sit in the driver's seat.
And tell us what it's like driving the number 16 truck, knowing what Tommy Boylo has done with it the past couple of races.
A lot of pressure. I mean, there's nowhere to go but down for me at this point. So, but I welcome the pressure and just look forward to doing well tonight.
There you have it from Mike Ward, hoping to do everybody proud with the number 16 crew here at Lake Erie Speedway. And that was my interview with Mike Ward. I gotta tell you what, Mike Ward has definitely made quite the impression, with the races that he's been in. He did a good job driving that number 98, and now he's doing a good job driving the 16.
I think he'll do all right. I hate that Tommy's gone. I know he's moved on to another series, and I absolutely loved him. I got to meet him and his dad several times, and I love them to death. I think they're great people, and I'm going to miss him. But I think Mike Ward's going to step in and do a good job until he gets the engine switched around in his truck. I think he seems like he was pretty happy in the truck today, and he seems to be in a hurry to get his out back and running. Maybe they can enjoy some success there in the 16 together.
Yeah, and also someone who has some great fans is the driver of the 74, Mark Noble, and I was informed that he has some fans tuning in from Deer Creek Speedway in Racine, Minnesota.
Oh, cool.
So to everyone at Deer Creek Speedway, we thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely. We love broadcasting. Thank you.
They're showing our feed.
Oh, are they? Well, we're happy to hear from you.
My neck of the woods.
Yeah, yeah. And we are getting ready for our Bandit shootout. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have seen a Bandit shootout before, you are in for one amazing race.
It is awesome. I love it. The shootout and the feature are my two favorite parts. It's just really exciting to be able to. I don't know. It's a two-truck shootout at a time. They start with the slowest qualifier, and it's kind of a one-lap drag race around the track, and the winner moves on until you get to the number one qualifier.
And here's a look at the point standings right now. Ricky Rude came in. Well, actually, this was the results from last year. Ricky Rude walked away the champion. Ricky Rude looking to go 2 in a row, and I gotta tell you, if there's anyone that's capable of winning back-to-back championships, it's definitely Ricky Rude.
Oh, absolutely.
And here's a look at the point standings as they run right now. Ricky Rude is running in second. Ricky Rude is our point standings leader. Second place is Mark Noble in the 74. Third place is the 3 of Alan Bowles. Tyler Kruckenberg in the 54 is running in fourth. And rounding out the top 5 in points, we have Mr. Cody Slowinski.
I think Cody's been a pleasant surprise. He's caught on quick, even though he doesn't have the experience that a lot of these guys do. He's caught on quick, and he's doing an excellent job.
And here's a look at where we're going to be in the upcoming races. It won't be too long before we go back racing with the Bandit Big Rig Series, as Saturday, July 14th, we head to Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana. Then we head to La Crosse Fairgrounds in La Crosse, Wisconsin. And then we head to Hickory Motor Speedway on Saturday, August 11th in Newton, North Carolina. Then we head to Elko Speedway in Elko, Minnesota, Saturday, August 25th. And to round out the season, we have Anderson Speedway, September 15th in Williamston, South Carolina. That is a list of all the upcoming races. And now we're getting ready for our Bandit shootout. And we got our first 2 competitors, the 4 of Scott Treadway and the 51 being driven by John Franzen. And we
one parade lap. This will be come around nice and even.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Erie Speedway, we got a second award of the Bandit Victory Series. We certainly appreciate you guys coming out to play. This is a heat race. We got cowboy races. We got the main event as well.
Check. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. We had some technical difficulties at the moment. We are getting ready for our Bandit shootout, and it's the 4 of Scott Treadway going to battle the 51 of John Franzen first time around. And it's going to be, it promises to be an exciting race. And we're going to be sending it down to PT Live in just a moment.
As they grab their seat, we're going to put it up the ass. Right here. You got 5 of these guys. Those are the good luck shakes from the guys who took away. That's actually good luck shakes. Good luck shakes.
Like hitting the slow qualifier, next slow qualifier, then make one lap.
Represented by one of these Bandit game cards. All right, so each time the Bandits go, they're going to go 1 versus 1, and the 2 kiddos are going to come up here, and we're going to basically have them stand against the fence, even though we have signs that say don't stand against the fence. We'll have to be guarded by the Bandit girls. All right, so the first 2 is Scott Treadway Lightning and 51 John Glenn. All right, John Glenn, come on, what's your name? Alice and all right, Alice, we're going to make noise for these 2 guys. So that is going to be shooting for the Scott Treadway ball. John Glenn, the winner bullet. We'll see what happens here in the first Bandit shootout. Tell you what, these 2 kiddos, they're trying to go all the way through the competition in order to win. So all the way ahead, but it can be done. We've seen it done before.
Mike Morgan, 16. Mike Morgan, 88. Okay.
And we got green flag. Coaches got green flag. Wow. Scott Treadway out to a hot start. Ben's feeling good about that. 51, the Brainerd Bullet looking to recharge his gun here. Wow, look at Scott Treadway go. Holy cow. All right, there you go. Scott Treadway Lightning, your first winner. Sorry, Alex. Nice job, though. Have a great day. All right, rock and roll. Alex goes back over there. Scott Treadway advances. Now, Ben, Scott Treadway's got a long way to go. Do you have any ideas what you're going to do with this $100 if you win?
Save it up for my Nintendo Switch.
Save it up for Nintendo Switch. Is it bad that I have no idea what that even is? Yeah. I was like, I'm still back in like Super Nintendo days or something, man. I am way off. Is Nintendo Switch like is it interactive game or what?
It's actually a handheld console.
Oh, it's a handheld console. You don't even have to sit in front of a TV to play games anymore. You can do it in the car, take it on the road. I'm really dating myself. The Godfather's up next. What's your name, buddy?
Jalen.
Jalen. All right, Jalen's going for the Godfather. Now, tell you what, the Godfather, Craig Kirkenberg, is the godfather of the Bandits himself, and I can assure you that nobody likes to give away money more than the Godfather. He loves the Bandit shootout. He loves to make sure that kids have smiles on their faces, so we'll see what happens here in the Bandit shootout with Craig Kirkenberg, the Godfather, against Scott Treadway Lightning. They got to get evened up over there. Let's see if Coach likes it. Coach likes it. We got, oh, look at the Godfather. He's out hot. He loves the inside lane, no doubt about it. Treadway's coming hot on the outside, though. Oh, they didn't like it in the... They didn't like it. They didn't like it up top. They thought 55 jumped. Race officials didn't like it. Jalen down here in the front row loved it. But Jalen, they need to redo it again. They thought Craig jumped the gun. He's focused on money right now. Let's bring our hands back from the thing, though, a little bit. Yeah, bring the hands back from the thing. There we go. All right, all right. Restart again here. Restart again. Jalen, you had a lot of talking last time. What would you do with $100 if you won? No idea. Okay. They don't call him the mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, for nothing, folks. All right, here we go. Oh, no. You're going to jump it right there. They're just testing one another, I think, in this. Just testing each other. You got to get a good start, otherwise it's kind of cheating. We don't like cheaters here at the Bandit Series. If you cheat and don't get caught, that's different. When we've got cameras on you from up top, then it's hard. All right, let's see if they like it this time. All right, they like the start, I think. They like it. Craig Kirkenberg on the inside, trying to block out Scott Treadway Lightning on the outside. Oh, Treadway's got speed, though. Whoa, make some noise for Treadway if you want Lightning to come on outside. Whoa. Oh, wow, Treadway Lightning. Jalen, nice try, buddy, but Ben and Treadway's got it. Nice work, buddy, bump. Or just go, that's okay too. Just not happy with not getting the dollars. That's okay. It happens. Godfather doesn't want to leave either. Now we got 7. John Listenby, Redbeard. All right, come on up here. What's your name?
Leslie.
Leslie, all right. Redbeard, here we go. John Listenby. Do you have any ideas what you would like what to do with $100 if you won?
Piggy bank.
Piggy bank? That's a good idea. A lot of savers here in Erie. The banks have a lot of extra money here in Erie because all the kiddos want to save their money. Except for Ben, he's doing consoles. He's taking his gaming on the road. All right, don't need cords where Ben comes from. All right, Listenby on the inside, Treadway on the outside. Interesting that when the winner gets to choose the side, Treadway likes that outside. It looks like so. Scott Treadway Lightning going for the outside, and we've got a green flag. Green flag. I think he likes the outside because that truck is handling really fast tonight. Oh, look at Listenby just block him out. Oh, no. Oh, they are. Look at the Treadway. Uh-oh, can he take him on the inside? He went inside this time. Listenby might go into the wall. Oh, look at that. Look at Treadway. Oh, sorry, Leslie. Have a great day. High five. All right, all right. Next one, Ben, you're feeling good, buddy. You're feeling good. How's everything going right now? You feeling good about this 100?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're very confident right now. Is this your confident stance?
Yes.
Nice. I like it. All right. And what's your name, miss?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right, Sophia, you've got 13. Bob Mitchell, is that right? The Iceman, Bob Mitchell. The Iceman, Bob Mitchell, going to try to cool down Treadway. Scott Treadway Lightning here. Can the Iceman cool down Scott Treadway? We'll find out. All right, Sophia's got 13. Who thinks the new guy, 13, Bob Mitchell's going to win? Make some noise. Who likes number 4, Scott Treadway Lightning right now? Wow. A lot of fans there, Ben. Sophie, I don't think it's a personal thing. I don't.
Neither do I.
No, I don't think that, no. If everybody could give you $100, they would. We got green. Coaches on the flags. He's got green. Whoa, look at Bob Mitchell. Oh, going sideways down the turn one. Whoa. Bob Mitchell hit it hard there on the first turn. Going sideways. You gotta love that. Scott Treadway Lightning. Sophie, nice try. Bob Mitchell, his favorite country music singer, clearly Dierks Bentley, because he was going sideways on that turn. Holy cow. Iceman could not cool down Scott Treadway. And we've got number 3, Alan Bowles, Turbo. What's your name?
Lanolin.
Lanolin? Are you feeling lucky right now?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. She's feeling lucky. Ben's still in his confident pose, though. $100. Alan Bowles, number 3. Alan Bowles, we call him Turbo, against Scott Treadway Lightning, number 4. 3 versus the 4 here in the Bandit Shootout, mano y mano. Thanks again to Boyer RV for helping us with this $100 competition here for the Bandit Shootout. A reminder, if you're from Erie or close by, right down on Peach Street, cruise on over there to register to win a camper. Giving away a camper at Boyer RV, BoyerRVSales.com. We got green. Coach likes them. Green for Turbo on the inside, Lightning on the outside. He likes that outside run. Whoa, Turbo's getting into him. Whoa. Holy cow. Treadway says, here's a way to stay away from that bumping. I'm just going to get way in front of you. Oh, not enough. Turbo, not enough. Nice job, nice job. High fives, high fives. Ben in just a very confident stare, feeling good about going all the way here, buddy.
I'm really confident about this.
Never have we seen, we've been doing the Bandit Shootout for at least 2 months. Never have we seen this much confidence from, how old are you, Ben?
10.
Never have we seen this much confidence from a 10-year-old. All right, sir, what's your name, buddy?
Brody.
Brody, all right, who are you going for? Pigpen Marshall Davis, 41. All right, you're up next. Here we go. Marshall Davis, 41. We call him Pigpen here, is going next against Scott Treadway Lightning, trying to go and run the entire field here in the Bandit Shootout. You like an underdog? We should take a vote. Who likes Pigpen 41? Make some noise. Who likes Lightning number 4? Make some noise. Ooh, a lot of fans of the number 4 right now. Here we go. We got a green flag. They both hit it pretty cleanly. Both hit it pretty cleanly. Scott Treadway's got a lot of power in that 78 Western Star right now. Pigpen holding him tight. Oh, getting on the backstretch. Getting a little loose on the backstretch was Pigpen. Is he going to go sideways? Oh, goodness. Oh, hit it. Oh, he's got it. Look at this. Make some noise. Sorry, Brody. High five, brother. Pigpen couldn't make it happen, and Lightning continues his dominance here in the Bandit Shootout. So, sorry, buddy, I got to send you back to your seat. That's like the most disappointed look I've ever seen, and I apologize. I don't want to disappoint you, but that's how the game works, man. I apologize. All right, who's got 27? 27 or 17? Should be 27. Darren Mo Profit. Here we go. Mr. Incredible and his son. Yeah. Hey, man, what's your name, buddy?
That.
Say Owen.
Owen.
Owen. Nice. Very good. And Mr. Incredible, are you here as well? What's your name, sir?
Aaron.
Aaron, did you bring the whole family out tonight or what?
And Papa.
Nice. Thank you very much, brother. Thanks for coming out, man. Appreciate it. All right. Darren Profit, number 27, trying to make Owen some profit here. $100. And Ben just continues an absolute confident stare. We've never seen anything like a green flag, and we're live. Racing action here. Darren Profit taking the very, very inside, trying to take a very tight turn. Oh, there's going to be some bumping on the backstretch. Oh, getting into the wall. No, look at this. Uh-oh. 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 Does Darren, is he going to go inside? Is that going to be the case? Oh, wow. Photo finish. This is why we tried to set up by the checkered flag so I would know what's happening. Luckily, and it was Lightning number 4. Make some noise. Sorry, Owen. Nice job, buddy. Hey, Mr. Incredible. High five. Thank you very much. Sorry, Owen. Have a great day, buddy. All right. High fives. They always win, everybody. Anyway, everyone loves a high five. Darren Prophet, 63. Cody Slewinski. What's your name, buddy?
Odin.
Odin? Nice, man. Odin trying to do a little King Odin of Asgard here. Going to try to make some otherworldly things happen. Ben just doing his thing. Cody Slewinski on the inside. Scott Treadway Lightning tends to stay on the outside. He likes that spot. We got green flag. Cody Slewinski on the inside, number 63. Scott Treadway Lightning on the outside. Whoa, Cody almost got into him there again. See how that backstretch works? Backstretch seems to be a good spot for Lightning. Lightning loves the backstretch. Here comes the final turn. And it's Treadway Lightning. Wow, look at this. Sorry, buddy, Odin, we couldn't even harness any Thor energy from Asgard or whatever, outer worlds. Do we need to fill up Treadway's vehicle? Is he gonna need more fuel? Is he gonna need more fuel? What's your name, miss?
Alana.
Hey, how are you? High five. All right, ouch, that kind of hurts. Ouch. All right, Mark Noble, you've got 74, Mark Noble. Is that the number or no? Yep, she's got Mark Noble, number 74. Now, Mark Noble has 610 career wins in dirt track, modified, all sorts of other racing. 610 career wins for Mark Noble, which is good, but Ben, just so you know, none of them in a big rig.
Okay.
But he is our second points leader. He's second in points this season. The only person he's behind in points right now is Rick Rude, number 14. Here we go. How much power does Mark Noble have in that 74 Volvo? The number 4, 78 Western Star has got a lot of power on that backstretch. Whoa, look at that. Oh, Noble's going to try to go to the inside. Can he take him here? Can he take him? No go. Sorry, you hard high fiver. Ouch. Man, that hurts. Nice job, though. All right, 74 is out to pasture. Who's left? Scott Treadway. They made her change the name from Lightning to like the Eliminator. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben's just confident right now. He's just dialed. He's ready to go. All right, we got Boost Ball. Justin Boost Ball is ready to go here. Justin Boost Ball is going to try to take on Scott Treadway. Don't call me the Eliminator. What if Scott Treadway had to use the restroom before he started this?
I don't know.
Just tell him to hold it?
Yeah.
Cool. It's kind of like on the back end of a long road trip, right? You're in the back of the car playing the Nintendo Switch, and you're like, hey, Mom, I got to go to the bathroom. And Mom's like, just hold it.
I would do it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. All right, we're live. We're good. We're racing. We got Justin Boost Ball on the inside, number 17. Scott Treadway loving the outside. He's got a lane that he likes. He's got a lane that he likes. See how much boost turbo, or how much boost the Justin Ball's got left here. Oh, he tried to boost it, but not enough. Nice job, brother. What's your first name?
Chase.
Chase? Yeah. Oh, sorry, buddy. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for being awesome. I appreciate it. Oh, man, Scott Treadway. Still good to go. We got 54, the Snowman, coming out next. Tyler Kirkeberg. Tyler Kirkeberg. Anybody got 54? And by the way, I apologize to whoever. I'm hearing that Mike Morgan in the 88 is not racing, so I apologize. We'll get you a consolation prize, which is the same as all these guys, which is basically a handshake and a hug, and I may be able to find something that you can get at the concession stand. So I apologize, okay? Mike Morgan, Mac Vader, something they're working on the truck, so something is not working, I do not believe. All right, what's your name, miss?
Olivia Young.
What's up? Oh, Olivia. Well, you were spelling it. That's awesome. Which is good because I don't even know how to spell, so that's awesome. All right, Olivia, here we go. 54, Tyler Kirkeberg. Olivia's going after the snowman. Now, Tyler Kirkeberg has definitely known in the Bandit shootouts to get a little bit sideways if he needs to push that thing to the pedal to the metal here. But I tell you what, in this race, Scott Treadway making easy work of the snowman. Olivia, hey, love it. Thanks for being awesome. Appreciate you, okay? Oh, man, Scott Treadway, Lightning making easy work of the snowman there in that race. And here comes the General. I believe only 2 left. All we got left is the General, Mike Ward driving Tommy Boileau's ride, and then also we got Ricky Rude. You have Ricky Rude, right, number 14? So I tell you what, Ben, we got 3 left. There were 3, Ben. Again, Mike Ward, number 16, driving the truck that has been occupied by Tommy Boileau up until this evening. Right now occupied by the General, Mike Ward, right here in the 16. Treadway going to stay on the outside. Yet again, he likes that. What do you guys think? How about the new guy, Mike Ward, in the 16? Wow, crickets. Did you have a cricket sounder? Looks like people love the 4 still. Let's see if Mike Ward can do any damage. Whoa, Mike Ward tried to take him out right in turn 1. That's one way to do it. Try to just take him out. General really loose on the backstretch. Does he have enough torque and power to get through here on the far side? Into turn 4, easy, got it. Oh no, look at that. Scott Treadway, Lightning, and then there were 2. Oh, goodness gracious. And all you've got left, I believe, is the ravishing one, Rick Rude. Current points leader. All right, make some noise if you want the current points leader, number 14, Ricky Rude, to win the race. Oh, they love Ricky Rude. Make some noise if you want Scott Treadway Lightning to run the whole dang field. Wow, pretty even. Pretty even. What's your name, buddy?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. All right, Jeffrey. What are you going to do with the $100 if you win?
Save it.
Save it. Telling you. How do we not have any bank sponsors out here? My goodness. We could be opening up savings accounts at 0.5% or whatever rates or something. Whatever you normally do. I don't even know. Here we go. We got a green flag if Coach likes it. Green flag if Coach likes it. And I think he does. Ricky Rude, current points leader on the inside. Scott Treadway, Lightning on the outside. Oh, wow. Oh, they're going side by side. Does he have enough power? Oh, no. Ricky Rude's got a powerful rig. Here they come around the side. Make some noise for these guys. Oh, sideways. No. Out. It's Ricky Rude. You got to be kidding me, Ben. Ben. Oh, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty sad.
You're feeling pretty sad. Hey, let's try to make some noise for Ben here and Scott Treadway. Wow, make some noise for Scott Treadway going that far. That's pretty dang awesome, Ben. We'll try to find something for you as well, man. Consolation prize or something. Hey, brother, what was your name again?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, make some noise for Jeffrey here. Jeffrey, tell you what, did you like, when you saw the card and it was the current points leader, Ricky Rude, how did you feel?
Great.
Great, that's awesome. Did you have confidence going into that, considering Scott Treadway had ran the entire field up to that?
Yes.
You felt good?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so are you sure you're going to save this, or are you going to do anything? You want to spend a little bit of it? You want to maybe buy me some food at the concession stand?
I'm going to save it.
You're going to do what?
I'm going to save it for the rest of my life.
Gonna save it for the rest of his life. Tell you what, give it up for Jeffrey, who is absolutely a steward. I tell you what, if you open up a financial planning shop, y'all be your first client, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Make some noise for Jeffrey right here in the Bandit shootout. Appreciate these guys again. Thanks again to Boyer RV for making that happen for us. We certainly appreciate it. Brandon and Sean, those crew. $100 right here. Wait, Jeffrey, are you good? Are you good? You're going to go sit down and you're fine? Yeah, you're good, right? You don't need anything else, right?
Get the money, bro. Don't let him get you.
You sure? You need anything? All right, hey, here we go. Jeffrey with $100. Show it to the camera, man. Show it to the camera. Be like, hey, man, smile and say, yeah, I'm going to save this.
I'm going to save this.
What? Why is he going to do that? Super fun, though. Thanks, guys. I love it. Make some noise for Lake Erie Speedway if you guys are having a good time. We'll send it back up to you guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with the Bandit Shootout. We'll take a real quick break. We got challenge races. We got the main event as well for $50,000. Don't go anywhere. It's right here, Lake Erie Speedway with the Bandit Series presented by Minimizer.
At Boyer RV Center, we know that time spent with family is time well spent. So how about making lasting memories doing the things your family loves? Fishing trips, soccer games, bike rides, picnics, road trips, campfires, and quiet times. For every family outing and everything in between, Boyer RV Center is ready to take you there. The time is right. The time is now. Come see your friends at Boyer RV Center. Online anytime at BoyerRVSales.com.
Man, appreciate you, brother. Thanks again, Chaz. Appreciate it, man.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Bandit Big Rig Series, and we would like to recognize our sponsor for the Bandit Shootout. And I tell you what, we couldn't have done it with all the great sponsors, could we?
Absolutely not. We appreciate Boyer RV for putting up the $100 to give to one of these kids. We appreciate it greatly. Absolutely.
All right, and just want to give some information. You may have noticed that the kid that was pulling for Scott Treadway in the 4, his name was Jeffrey Ladd.
Quick, really important announcement for the Minimizer seat giveaway. It is currently 8 o'clock.
Jeffrey Ladd, who was a part of who was involved in the Bandit Shootout, he is celebrating his 8th birthday this weekend. He and his family drove from Vermont to watch the Bandits.
Wow, that's awesome. We appreciate them coming here. We appreciate that greatly.
Yeah, and we send a special thank you to our sponsors, DSI Performance, KIK Marketing, Minimizer, and all the great sponsors. Rush Truck Centers.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we thank you for all that you've done and all that you've done for the Bandit Big Rig Series. And of course, we send a special thank you to the fans. And we saw Ricky Rude win the Bandit Shootout right at the last second. And I got a chance to speak to Ricky Rude earlier today. And one of the questions that I asked was what it's like for him to be the guy that everybody's gunning for. And let's take a look at what Ricky Rude had to say. I am now being joined by our current points leader and defending champion in the Bandit Big Rig Series, Ricky Rude, driver of the 14. Ricky, how do you feel about your chances here at Lake Erie Speedway?
About like any weekend. I've never even been on the track yet. We went around it in a utility vehicle just a minute ago and looked at it, and it looks really nice. A really nice facility. Back at the hotel, we've talked to a lot of people. Should have a pretty good crowd here. So beautiful day. But I'm enjoying the lead. I hope I can keep it, but you never know. Just like you can have any kind. Tommy, he had all kinds of trouble, and it can go away quick. But I'm just in racing. You got to enjoy what you've got, and I've got it right now.
Yeah. What does it mean to you knowing that you're the guy that everybody's gunning for, being the defending champion and being the points leader?
It's actually it's a little nerve-wracking. I mean, if you're back in the pack, you kind of just. You hope to focus on having a good race or this and that, but when you're in the situation that I'm in, everybody kind of expects you to do well, so you just try that much harder, and sometimes the more harder you try, the less results you get. So I just try to keep it in my head, just if I can get a good solid 3rd or a 4th or something like that, but when it comes down to 5 laps to go, I'm not settling with that, so I give it everything I've got, and everything I come in my head, I've got a pre-race thought. All that goes out the window, and I just put the pedal to the floor.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, from our defending champion, Ricky Rude, hoping to put the 14 in victory lane once again. And that was my interview with Ricky Rude. I got to tell you, Ricky is such a great guy to talk to. And, man, I tell you, he has been doing a great job this season, especially with everybody gunning for him.
He's got to be one of your best interviews every race we go to. Ricky is always cool. He's got an awesome personality, and he's a great driver. Just in case some of our Bandit fans don't know, worked on some late model asphalt stock cars. He drove some. I believe he was a fabricator on a Hooters team. So, and his career is truck driving. So he drives truck for a living. But he's got so much racing experience. It's what a combination. You know, you drive a big truck for a living. You understand circle track racing and how some of the setups are on these trucks. You know, it's a win-win for him, and I think that was one of the contributing factors to being the champion last year.
Yeah. And also, let's not take away with the big story that came out of the Bandit shootout. Scott Treadway lasted almost every single driver, you know, and I'll tell you one thing that he certainly did was break the record set by the Godfather with 6.
I had forgot about that.
Yeah.
We'd been keeping track.
He won, I believe it was 12 of those races.
Absolutely.
So,
he was flying, and he was driving his heart out. Oh, man, I knew that Scott had been tuning on that truck, and so he probably won, what, like 15 maybe tonight?
13.
13, okay. That's right, because he didn't come out first either, did he? But like one of our Facebook folks is saying, the Godfather's Dave. I mean, you know, there's actually a friend of mine, his grandson had the Godfather in that shootout, and I'm sure Jalen was disappointed, but he's both them boys are having a good time tonight, getting autographs, getting to meet drivers, hanging out. It's a good time. I mean, this is a fan-friendly event, and that's how we want to keep it.
You know, and also speaking of the Godfather, if there's one person who is definitely a threat to win a main, it's definitely him. Every single race week, he keeps getting better, and better.
Absolutely. And for some reason, I think this track kind of suited him, and that was pretty apparent through his heat and also through the shootout. He's got it together. He's really flying.
And I got to tell you, I'm looking at the fans here in attendance. They have definitely been on fire this whole night, and we're still not to the main just yet.
I know. We've still got challenge races to go. We've still got the main event to run. I think the Godfather just snuck up here and either gave out an autograph or he gave out money. Maybe that was the boy that had his number that didn't win. So he made out all right anyway. I knew the Godfather come up here visiting, but I didn't know what happened.
And that definitely shows you what kind of a man Craig Kruckeberg. He's a man with a big heart and someone who believes in the Bandit Big Rig Series.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I tell you what, I also got a chance to speak to Craig Kruckeberg earlier today, and I asked him about Lake Erie Speedway, and I also asked him what it was like for the Bandit shootout and how exciting it is, and another thing I asked him was his chances for winning the main here tonight. And so let's take a look at my interview with the Godfather, Craig Kruckeberg. Well, at the last race with the Bandit Big Rig Series, one person who definitely was involved in a number of photo finishes was the Godfather, Craig Kruckeberg. Craig, tell me about what happened at the last race, because you were involved in some photo finishes.
Yeah, the racing's pretty good. What was it? It was the challenge races. Mark slammed into me and during that, so I had to make sure I ran better than he did. And how many would I have? Three wins. And then Ricky, we were talking to each other in the back straightaway as we were going up into turn 3, and he got into my head, and I let him beat me.
And so far, you are the one who has won the most number of races when it comes to the Bandit Shootout. Tell me, what is it like to do that?
To have the most wins in the shootout?
Yeah, and what the Bandit Shootout is like.
Yeah, the Bandit Shootout is fun, because you can tell I got that figured out. But the racing and the crowd thing, I'm still working on.
And tell me about Lake Erie Speedway, because this definitely looks like a nice facility.
Oh yeah, Lake Erie Speedway is phenomenal. It's just beautiful here. I mean, it's a really nice facility. It's a great thing for the fans. I mean, it's just a nice place. Track is going to be slick. It had a lot of rain on it, so until we start laying some rubber down on it, turn 2 and turn 4 are going to be interesting to watch.
All right, and how do you feel about your chances of putting this truck in victory lane at the end of the night?
We talked about this at the last race, didn't we, Adam? And I do believe that I won my heat, and that was first 2 rows, I think, in the challenge race before the tornado showed up. So I think I was on a roll. So I think I'm going to tell you I'm going to be in the winner's circle again, because that's what I told you last time, and the tornado came. So let's hope I get there tonight.
All right, there you have it from the Godfather, determined to put the old 55 in victory lane. And that's my interview with the Godfather. He truly believes that tonight is going to be his night to win the main.
He's feeling lucky, man. He rolled up here on the front stretch. The kid that had him and he didn't win, he gave him another $100. I think we've got a message here that they want to put out. Let's see what they got going on.
Yes, we will be right back after this commercial break, and we will have our Challenger races.
We offer the best product on the market. There's no other tools like the tools we offer.
We have over 375 dealers North American wide that are able to support you wherever you are, whenever you are.
Having it tuned correctly by diesel spec, why wouldn't I? More power, less fuel, what's not to like?
Drivers like it. They just like the performance under the pedal, yet having great fuel savings.
Bandit fans, listen up. Are there any Lil Bandits at home? Because there's now a Lil Bandit section of the Bandit website. Click on Kids to find the coolest content available, including puzzles, games, and coloring pages. And once your Lil Bandit is done, make sure they submit their artwork so it can be posted in the art gallery. Best of all, it's free. So just go to banditseries.com and click on Kids, because there's a Lil Bandit in all of us.
These floor mats are made for a working truck. So for instance, I eat like a squirrel, so I end up with bits of garlic sausage and a little bit of coffee and stuff gets slopped on the floor. And another big one, I'm in the wintertime, I'm getting in, I got snow on my boots, we end up with a lot of salt. And salt causes corrosion, so you're getting in and out of the truck, the salt picks up on your boots with the snow. So this tray style floor mat will catch all the crap that falls on the floor. It's really easy to clean them. I mean, you don't have to vacuum all over the place. You just take this tray out and dump it out, brush it off. If you got a pressure washer, give it a shot with a pressure washer and it's done. You wipe it off and stick it back in and you get a clean floor.
RVing, still an American pastime.
The Minimizer Bandit Big Rig Series is coming to Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. See giant semi-trucks going 100 miles an hour when the Bandits invade. Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. Get your tickets today at banditseries.com.
Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand. Blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. The Bandit Big Rig Series getting out of hand.
Oh my goodness, what a finish! And we welcome you back live to Lake Erie Speedway, and we are getting ready for our Challenger races. Now, these Challenger races, unlike the heat races, will be 15 laps instead of 10.
Absolutely, and if you're having a handling issue and you're getting the right front tire heated up or whatever, it's going to start getting apparent here, and you're going to have to make some final adjustments to be able to run the 30 laps in the heat. You got to stay on the ball. And this track is so nice. When we've seen guys sliding all over the place, sideways. We saw the truck push up close to the wall. We saw Pretty Slowinski sideways so many times, it just kept taking my breath. So
which I feel like people like that.
Just take a deep breath, pull the belts down a little bit tighter, and let this rock.
Well, I'll tell you, the fans definitely look ready for more Bandit Big Rig Series action. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, they're excited. They're digging it. I went down a while ago and was talking to some people a while ago, and they're just loving it. But this has been really cool, Wyatt. I know that they're giving the guys a little bit of time to do some final adjustments. I see the Godfather's truck moving now, so as soon as he was over here on the front stretch, I bet he went in and got buckled back in and ready to roll.
And there's a look at the onboard with the Godfather, Craig Kruggenberg, as the sun begins to set at Lake Erie Speedway. That is a great shot.
I love the shots we get out of the Godfather's truck. It's awesome.
And we just got I'm looking on Facebook, and Penny Whitecotton says hi to both you and I.
Hi, Penny. It's good to hear from you. We're friends on Facebook, so I always pay attention.
All right.
Our buddy Kent Merkel's watching too. Did you see that?
Yes. Kent, how you doing, man?
It's hard to tell. Last time he was posting pictures from Mexico, and we need to drag him back out for another one of our races. Maybe we'll see him in South Carolina.
And now the trucks are rolling for the first Challenger race of the night, and it's going to be Mike Ward in the 16 alongside the 7 of John Lisenby leading off the field. And it looks like in the next row it's going to be the 3 of Alan Bowles, the 55 of Craig Kruggenberg. Next we have the 88 of Mike Morgan, 27 Darren Profit, and last but simply not least, John Franzen.
He's our rookie. I think I've watched him make a few laps, and he continues to get faster and faster. Hopefully, if he continues to drive the 51 truck in this series, then I think he'll get back up there. He's a racer, so he's a quick learner.
And it looks like we're getting ready to take we're going to get the 1 to go signal from the flagman here tonight, flagman Dennis Hinsdale. 1 to go signal has been given, and we're going to go live. The fans in attendance are going to hear this live call right here, right now.
I'm hearing race control. 1 to go. 1 to go, and the excitement starts. It's amping up, Adam.
All right, here we go. Into turn number 4, getting ready to take the green flag.
Mike Ward needs a start.
And here we go. We are racing once again at Lake Erie Speedway. Who gets the advantage in turn number 1? It's John Lisenby. John Lisenby in the 7 has the lead right at this moment. Oh, we got contact between the 16 of Mike Ward and the 3 of Alan Bowles. But Mike Ward holds on to his position, and he's going to try to catch the 7 of John Lisenby.
I thought Mike Ward was going to get the jump there, and just for a few feet, he was out front by maybe the hood length of the truck, and then John Lisenby just drove right by him. I don't know if the truck didn't get taken off well or what was going on there, but Mike Ward's coming back at him.
Yeah, Mike Ward is right there behind him. He's trying to go for the lead. Here we go into the inside.
Look at Mike Morgan on the move up there. That 88's on the move. He's coming. He wants to go to the front.
As the battle for the lead goes on, we got a battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th between the 55 of Craig Kruggenberg, the 27 of Darren Profit, and the 88 of Mike Morgan.
We knew it was going to get exciting from watching the heat. See, we've got the first 2 pulled away, but then the rest of the field's back there fighting it out too.
And Mike Ward goes for the lead on the inside. Mike Ward is going for the lead. Darren Profit in the 27 got loose, and the Godfather is holding on to 3rd. We're almost 3 wide onto the back straightaway. Oh my goodness!
Wow, 3 wide. And you know, they just said during the drivers' meeting, stay above the yellow line. I wonder if they made it that time. Mike Ward's still out front. I'm digging this.
And we're almost going 3 wide again as we come to the start-finish line and into turn number 1. The Godfather, Mike Morgan, and Darren Profit are doing a tremendous job.
Mike Morgan just come out ahead of that. Look at him moving away.
Great job by Mike Morgan in the 88. Mike Morgan moves up into 3rd. 5 laps completed. We have 10 laps to go.
But does Mike Morgan have enough time to catch the 7 of John Lisenby and the 16 of the General, Mike Ward?
Here we go onto the back straightaway. The 3 of Alan Bowles passes the 27 of Darren Profit.
Look at the Godfather all over Mike Morgan.
The Godfather trying everything he can to get around Mike Morgan in the 88, but Mike Morgan is seeing that it's not an easy task trying to hold off the Godfather.
Well, we pushed up a little bit right there and give Mike Morgan room to pull out.
And we're coming to the halfway mark as Mike Ward leads in the 16.
And if you recall his debut, Mike Ward won his heat first time out.
Indeed he is. Mike Ward is showing that he belongs in the Bandit Big Rig Series as he continues to lead this race. As we come to the start-finish line, it will be 7 laps to go for Mike Ward.
Let's see if he can hold it off. I think I wondered once if he got out front, could he hold on to it? And you know, of course, we've got Mike Ward in a different truck too. It appears to me he's acclimated well.
And onto the back straightaway, Craig Kruckeberg is still trying to hold on to his 4th place spot, but he's got the 3 of Alan Bowles right behind him. Man, the Godfather is really right on that high side, isn't he?
I thought maybe earlier he was having handling issues and was pushing up, but he seems to be running a little bit faster up there. I think he likes it.
As the leaders come across the start-finish line, we have 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for the 16 of Mike Ward.
It's kind of neat to see these guys spread out on this beautiful track. We've got several different battles going on in different places. It's kind of neat to see how all this is going to shake out, because we've still got another challenge race to go yet.
And the 3 of Alan Bowles continues to try to find a way around Craig Kruckeberg in the 55 as we have 4 laps to go.
Mike Ward, he's really enjoying that first time ride in Michael Caesar's number 16. He seems to be making the most of it. He's not really put he's put some distance on Jonathan Lisenby, but not as much as I thought he would. Jonathan's fighting. He's trying to shorten the distance and get back up there with him.
And it's 3 laps to go for Mike Ward. 3 laps to go as Craig Kruckeberg continues to hold off the 3 of Alan Bowles. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Mike Ward.
He's found his spot. He likes running in the middle there. He seems to be making it work. He's just about 3/4 of a lane up. Seems to be his groove right there. Look at him coming up there on the 51, catching him quick. Wonder if flat traffic will play a issue with this before the finish.
And here's the white flag for Mike Ward. He has to hold off for 1 more lap. Can he hold on? Onto the back straightaway, he's going to go to the inside of John Franzen in the 51. And coming off turn number 4, the winner of the first Challenger race, it's going to be the 16 of Mike Ward. He wins Challenger race number 1. Second place is going to go to the 7 of John Lisenby. Third place is going to go to Mike Morgan in the 88. And rounding out the field, it's going to be the Godfather of Craig Kruckeberg in the 55, finishing in 4th. 5th place goes to the 3 of Alan Bowles. 6th place, the 27 of Darren Profit, and then the 51 of John Franzen rounding out the field.
I said earlier that if Mike Ward wanted this challenge race win, it was going to be a very important start, and I thought Jonathan, Mike got his nose out there, and I thought Jonathan was going to drive back by him on the outside, but it seems like the general held his line, did a good job. And then we saw the Godfather out there. Even my cousin, Greg Metz, said the Godfather's running high, wide, and handsome.
And now we're going to send the live mic back down to PT, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, I tell you what, that was great driving by Mike Ward.
That was awesome. And like I said, he's essentially a rookie. This is only his 2nd race. And, okay, you think about this. 2 races, 2 heat win, or 2 different, well, his first was a heat win, right? Was that a challenge? That was a heat
race.
Win. Okay, that's what I thought. So he's got a heat win and a challenge win in 2 races. I think he's going to be here to stay and going to be a handful for a while.
Well, I got to tell you, after what I just saw, Mike Ward just proved to everyone that it doesn't matter who's driving that 16, that truck is bad fast.
Yes, it is. It is. I think it depends on the preparation. I think Michael Caesar's done a good job.
Yes, and right now we want to send a special thank you to our sponsors such as Big and Nuts, DSI Performance, KIK Marketing, and of course we want to send a special thank you to Minimizer. Minimizer is tested and tortured. And we also want to send a special thanks to Rush Truck Centers. We thank you for coming on board as well. And we thank all the great sponsors for what they've done for us, but most of all we want to thank all you great fans who have supported us through Facebook, through Twitter, on our YouTube page,
coming out to the track.
Yeah, and coming out to the track, showing your support for the Bandit Big Rig Series has caused it to keep growing and growing week by week, month by month, day by day, and we thank you for all that you've done.
Look at all the people out here, man. I when they were doing the meet and greet, the stands weren't very full because we had so many people out on the track. I walked out back to get a soda, and it was packed out back outside the grandstand, and now they've all come in. It's amazing. We need our sponsors. I was just told there was close to 1,000 people just in the VIP area alone.
Man, oh man, close to 1,000 people. Man, there's no telling how much bigger the Bandit Big Rig Series is going to get.
I hope it continues to grow. It's really cool. It's so fan friendly. I mean, they open the track up, they pull the trucks up on the front stretch, open the track, and let people go out and look at the trucks, get autographs, get pictures. And just you don't have this access in most auto racing. It's very cool.
Yeah, and I tell you what, one thing that I've always been impressed with is just how much the Bandit Series has grown in just a short period of time.
I love it.
And I have to say that I do believe that the future of the Bandit Big Rig Series is unlimited, and I can assure you that this is only the beginning for this series.
I'm excited. It gets me excited. Like I said, it's not that you and I are here on behalf of the series, but I am such a fan of this. You know, I try to pay while you're out doing driver interviews, I'm talking to teams and looking to see what's changed on the trucks, what they're going to change, what's different. I mean, it's not just a different paint job or a driver switch or something. These guys are constantly improving, working, repairing. These trucks just keep getting better and better, and it excites me to see where the future of this is going to go. I see Whitmire Motorsports has checked in. We wish you guys were up here with Brian strapped in the seat. We understand that you had some issues. I think you got some more interviews, don't you, Adam?
Yes, I did. One person that I got a chance to interview is the driver of the 51, John Franzen. You know, this is for a lot of people in the Bandit Big Rig Series, this is their first time seeing this guy.
That's true.
But he is no stranger to racing.
Absolutely not. He's a veteran.
Yes, I got a chance to pick his brain earlier today. And so let's go to my interview with the driver of the 51, John Franzen. Making his debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series tonight is John Franzen driving the 51, and he's here with his grandson, Reese. Hey, John, tell me, how did you get involved with the Bandit Big Rig Series?
Oh, well, my good buddy Brian Madsen asked me to do it. I raced for him in the past in the sprint cars, and he said, John, I think you'd have a lot of fun doing this. Would come on out and give it a try. So they needed a driver for this truck, and that's how it all came down. We loaded up and traveled over here. So.
And tell our viewers a little bit about yourself for those who are unfamiliar with you.
Well, I'm a self-employed in construction in Minnesota, Brainerd, Minnesota, northern central Minnesota. Raced sprint cars for 8-10 years, wing cars, and I was a Marine in the Marines here 30 years ago. But now I enjoy my other grandkids. Reese is the oldest one, so we've got a few more, and live up in the woods up in Minnesota.
And how do you feel about your chances of doing a good job here tonight at Lake Erie?
I feel good about it. I'm going to get a few laps on the practice session. Not really familiar with these big rigs, but we'll get a feel for it. And then Mark Noble's been very helpful. Telling a few tips here and there, and just some things to look for. The weight obviously is different, so the truck's pushing, and you got to keep it off the wall. But I feel good about it. I think we'll we'll hold our own. We're gonna try to be clean and bring it all home in one piece and save these guys from some work on it this week.
All right, Reese, what do you think we can expect from John here tonight?
I don't really know. I mean, I hope he does good, and I believe in him, so.
He's going to be the spotter, so he's got his hands full.
All right, there you have it from John Franzen making his debut tonight in the Bandit Big Rig Series. We'll see how he does his first night out.
The Minimizer Bandit Big Rig Series is coming to Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. See giant semi-trucks going 100 miles an hour when the Bandits invade Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. Get your tickets today at banditseries.com.
Minimizer's Fast Flat Bracket has been incredibly popular since its debut in March of 2016. There's really only been one popular complaint. It fits great on dump trucks. But what about a regular tractor? Now there's a solution. Minimizer's new complement to the Fast Flat Bracket is their mounting bracket, designed to accommodate the Fast Flat Bracket on all major truck and trailer applications. Manufactured with carbon steel and powder-coated black, the mounting bracket attaches to the frame and is designed to hold the Fast Flaps bracket. This combination can easily handle more than 500 pounds of pulling force before the mud flap releases from the Fast Flat bracket. This unique mounting bracket has multiple slots to fit most hole patterns commonly found on trucks and trailers. The holes on the bracket arm are pre-drilled to easily attach the fast flaps, so installation is a breeze. Order your Minimizer Fast Flap mounting brackets today.
The Bandit Big Rig Series in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Hawkeye Downs Speedway, the location of this season's fourth event. The Bandits were at Hawkeye Downs last year, and this year, Tommy Boileau off to a great start. Heat race number 1, Boileau starting in third before working his way to the front, earning a checkered flag victory. Scott Treadway second, Darren Proffitt third, and then a battle for fourth.
And Bob Mitchell, he's going to come home fourth, holding off the 51 of Trevor Kruckerberg.
Another pair of Kruckerbergs going at it in the second heat race. Trevor's twin brother Tyler starting in the pole position. His dad Craig starting 5th in the back of the pack. And he works his way to the front, passing Marshall Davis for second before turning his sights on his son.
Here goes Craig Kruckerberg on the outside. He's got the lead. Can he clear him? Can he get to turn number 1? Yes, he will.
He got him cleared.
Great piece of driving there by the Godfather. Fast forward to the last lap of the race, and Craig is doing everything he can to hold off the 54.
Tyler's looking to the inside. Can he do it?
Oh, he's sideways trying to get it.
He gets loose, and Craig Kruckerberg wins the heat race. He beats his son.
Craig Kruckerberg showing up big time in Cedar Rapids. Great performance by the Godfather. Heat race number 3, some heavy hitters in this lineup. Mark Noble, Mike Morgan, Ricky Rude, Cody Slawinski, and Justin Ball, 1 through 5. Tough to overtake a legend like Mark Noble when he's starting in the pole position, but the defending champ manages to pull it off.
Ricky Rude goes for the lead on Mark Noble in the 74. Can Ricky Rude clear him? Yes, he will. Ricky Rude takes the lead at Hawkeye Downs Speedway.
Rude currently leading this year's standings as well, looking to make it back-to-back point titles in 2018. On to the Bandit shootout. Scott Treadway battling Tommy Boileau, and this was by far the best finish. Treadway trying to hang on, and he gets a little sideways in the process, actually crosses the finish line backwards. How about Dem Apples?
Hey, he's reverse mode. Give it up for Scott Treadway. The old moonwalk. Scott Treadway, he's always been a Michael Jackson fan, does the moonwalk into the winner's circle.
That's about as fun a finish as you'll see. Treadway holding on by a nose. Finals of the Bandit shootout coming down to Ricky Rude and Justin Ball. Ball has a history of doing really well in the shootout, and he pulls off the win again. Justin Boostball, the winner of the Bandit Shootout, and you know what that means. It means one lucky fan walks away with a $100 bill, and in this case, it's Derek who drew balls number 17.
Are you going to buy a gift for somebody or maybe keep it for yourself?
Probably buy something for my grandma.
Oh my goodness, you're going to buy something for your grandma? Is she here tonight?
Yeah.
Oh wow, give it up. Hey, by the way, grandma, you got the best grandson in the world. He's going to buy a gift for grandma.
That's awesome. Great job, Derek. Unfortunately, that's all she wrote for the Bandits on this night. The weather would not cooperate. You can see the radar from that night in Cedar Rapids. Severe weather. There was a tornado warning in effect, so they called the event during the first challenge race. So that means the Bandits will be back at Hawkeye Downs on Sunday, July 29th, starting at 1 p.m. They'll pick things up right where they left off with the first challenge race. Then they'll run the second challenge race and then the A-Main feature. We'll have to see who ends up with the big old $10,000 check.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, ready for our next challenger race. The 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg alongside the 41 of Marshall Davis going to lead them off.
We got some heavy hitters in this one. I see Ricky Root back there in fourth place, and Scott Treadway back there too. This is a very fast field right here.
And here we go to take the green flag. We are racing. Who's going to get the advantage into turn number one? It looks like it's going to be the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg.
But here comes Marshall back on the outside. He's not going to give up.
Marshall
Sideways.
Davis gets sideways, but he takes the lead, and here comes the 14 of Ricky Root on the inside of Tyler Kruckenberg for second place.
I saw Tyler push up a little bit, and Ricky is ready to take advantage. If you make a mistake, Ricky Root is right there.
And meanwhile, behind them, we got a three-wide battle for fourth between the 74 of Mark Noble, the 4 of Scott Treadway, and the 13 of Bob Mitchell.
Bob once said he was sideways right there. Bob is hammered down.
We've been seeing some great three-wide racing all night long, and we had some contact in the back between the 13 of Bob Mitchell and the 63 of Cody Slawinski.
These guys are they're just hard at it.
And meanwhile, the 14 of Ricky Root, he's going for the lead. Up front, can he make the pass and clear him? Yes, he will. Ricky Root takes the lead at Lake Erie Speedway.
I think Marshall likes that high line, too. He's run in a lot. Him and the Godfathers run that a lot this day.
Meanwhile, we have a battle for fourth and fifth between the 74 of Mark Noble and the 4 of Scott Treadway right behind them as Ricky Root continues to lead in the 14.
These guys are coming off of two here so sideways, it makes me wonder if they're not using some of the pit road access.
Ricky Root continues to lead. Meanwhile, the 17 of Justin Ball is going to try to look to the inside of Mark Noble in the 74 for fourth, and he's got the 4 of Scott Treadway on the outside of him. Here comes Justin Ball on the inside of Mark Noble in the 74 for fourth.
How much you want to bet Ricky Root's spotter's loving this because he's seeing all this fighting back here. In the meantime, he's just letting Ricky Root cruise.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, the 17 of Justin Ball, he's got a good run on the inside. Can he clear Mark Noble on the back straightaway? No, not yet. Mark Noble is still in this. And here comes the 4 of Scott Treadway looking to the inside of Mark Noble.
He saw that door open. Scott thought he'd use it. I think they may have been touching right there,
Adam. Yep, there's some contact right there as Scott Treadway goes to the inside of Mark Noble in the 74.
Bob Mitchell's trying to fight to get up there and get back in that scuffle, I guess you'd call it.
And Scott Treadway continues to look to the inside. We got contact. Can Mark Noble save it? Yes, he can. But there's contact between the 4 and the 63. Some slight damage to the 63, but they're still going. No caution.
I don't think it was too bad, but Scott was sideways and Cody had nowhere to go. I mean, you got to pay attention to the whole field, folks. It gets bad.
Scott Treadway gave it everything he had right there, and they both managed to save it, but unfortunately the 63 got some damage in the process.
Is he slowing up a little bit? I can't tell. I think he's eased up a little bit, trying to make sure that truck's not tore up too bad to drive hard.
Yeah, and meanwhile, oh man, the 4 just hit the wall. Scott Treadway and the 4 just hit the wall, but he's A-okay. He's still going. And meanwhile, we got a battle for third right now between the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg and the 17 of Justin Ball. as the 4 of Scott Treadway, he's battling the 63 of Cody Slowinski.
Scott's got a right rear flat, I'm hearing.
Right rear flat for the 4 of Scott Treadway. And the 17 of Justin Ball is still working on the 54.
That's the cool part about these trucks. They've got duals on the back. So if you've got one flat, you've still got one more tire. And he's going to use it up. You know he will.
Yeah, and the 17 of Justin Ball, he's going to battle the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg. He's trying to get on the inside, but Tyler has had an answer for him.
There's been fights all over the track. You watch Ricky Rude, Marshall Davis is driving that truck sideways every lap off the tube.
4 laps to go in this race. It's going to be 3 laps as Ricky Rude crosses the start-finish line.
I see Justin Ball going to get up here in this top 3 fight here. Him and the 54 has been fighting it out for a few laps now.
And meanwhile, the 63 just passed the 4 of Scott Treadway as Ricky Rude leads the final few laps.
I'm showing, looks like we got 2 to go, Adam.
2 laps to go for Ricky Rude in the 14. And the 4 of Scott Treadway, he's looking to the inside of the 63.
He wants his spot back.
Here comes Scott Treadway on the inside of Cody Slowinski in the 63.
Every position is points, man, and these drivers want it. 1 point can make the difference between now and the end of the year.
White flag is out for the 14 of Ricky Rude. White flag is out. And Ricky Rude is looking to win the second Challenger race of the night. And here we come to the start-finish line. It's going to be Ricky Rude taking the checkered flag. Second place is going to go to the 41 of Marshall Davis. And we got a battle for third to the start-finish line. Who's going to get it? It's going to be Tyler Kruckenberg in the 54. Fourth place goes to Justin Ball in the 17. Then the 74 of Mark Noble. 13 of Bob Mitchell. And the 4 of Scott Treadway. He spun out right at the end.
I think with that right rear flat, it just turns your traction into half on that corner because you've lost 1 tire. So now we've got Ricky Rude. He won the shootout, and now he's got a Challenger race under his belt. If you're a Ricky Rude fan, we've got some momentum going into the feature, Adam.
Man, I tell you what, great driving, ladies and gentlemen. Ricky Rude did a tremendous job. Ricky Rude wins the second Challenger race.
And we've seen a lot of contact today.
And now we're going to send it on back down to PT with the live mic. Take it away, my man. Man, some great racing, huh, Dave?
I mean, like I said, we've had contact since we started the heats. I mean, it's not been heavy contact, but, you know, we saw pieces fly off the right front of Cody's in the heat race. We saw Scott and Cody get together, and they're going to have to put a tire on Scott's truck, it looks like. So it's and now we've got 30 laps in the feature. So now you've watched these heats, and then the challenge races have been just a step up above in the heat. And as far as the intensity of what's going on. So now when you turn the wick up again for 30 laps in the feature, man, it's going to be no holds barred.
Well, you know, our second place finisher was the driver of the 41, Marshall Davis.
He's awesome and a nice guy.
Yeah, Marshall is a really nice guy, and I got a chance to speak with him earlier today and asked him about how his season has been and what he thinks of Lake Erie Speedway. So let's take a look at my interview with the driver of the 41, Marshall Davis. I am now being joined by the driver of the 41, Marshall Davis. Marshall, you have had a pretty good year in the Bandit series. How would you describe it?
It's been real exciting. I've been kind of laying back and kind of watching everybody and learning, doing a lot of learning since it's my first year. And so, yeah, I'm just trying to keep up with everybody and learn all I can.
And tell us, what is it like being in the Bandit shootout? What are those races like?
Oh, it's exciting. I love it. I like getting out with these guys. And, of course, you learn a lot, too, in the shootouts and get you ready for the main event and all that. So, yeah, I love it.
All right. And also tell us, how do you feel about Lake Erie Speedway? What are your thoughts on it?
It looks like a good track. We went out on it a little while ago and
looked it over. Good smoke track, so good wide track. So we're going to go out there and give it a go.
Well, there you have it from Marshall Davis. We'll see what happens with him tonight at Lake Erie Speedway. And that was my interview with Marshall Davis. I got to tell you, Marshall has been doing a great job. Just his first full season in the Bandits, he has been very impressive, hasn't he?
I think he's doing great. I really do.
Yeah. And how about that last race? And I got to tell you what, there were times where I thought so far there have been about 3 times throughout this whole night where I thought the caution flag was going to wave.
And it didn't come out, man.
Yeah. And how about what happened there with Scott Treadway, that save he made? If we could get an instant replay of that again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, Scott Treadway did a tremendous job. Yeah, I got to tell you, Scott Treadway, nice driving when he tried to make that pass on Mark Noble in the 74. And unfortunately for Cody Slowinski in the 63, he got a little bit of damage to it. And there's another look at the onboard camera of the Godfather, Craig Kruckeberg. We always thank him for providing the onboard camera for us.
Oh, absolutely.
And we always get great shots when we're riding with the Godfather.
And if you like these shots, these in-car shots, let the Bandit Series know. Maybe they can put in some more. I like to see more cameras in the truck myself. I think it'd be cool. These trucks slip and slide and beat and bang, and, this is, well, I don't want to say typical, but this is typical 12,000-pound Saturday night shootout. So, the excitement just continues to ramp up. I'm with you all. I get excited about I can't wait to see how it turns out, but I'm going to love every lap of how we get there.
Now, out on the track right now, there are track officials. It looks like they're making sure that the track is clean and ready to go for more racing. And that did wrap up the Challenger races. It will, later on tonight, we're going to be having driver introductions, and then we'll be having our parade laps and 3-wide salute. And then we're going to move on to the main, which will be a 30-lap race. And boy, I tell you, with everything we've seen tonight, this promises to be an exciting end to an exciting night.
And don't forget, we'll still draw for the invert tonight too, won't we?
Yes, we're still going to be drawing for the invert.
So if you think, okay, so Ricky Rude won his heat, or won the shootout. He won his Challenger race. That should start him up front.
Yeah.
Conventionally.
And here's a look at the feature race right here. As it says right here, the lineup is determined by total passing points earned during heat and challenge races. And then the points leader then draws a random chip to determine how many trucks are inverted at the start of the feature. And trucks not included start behind the inverted field in order of total points.
So even though you've ran good during the day, you might start conventionally start on the pole for the race. Oh, here's points.
Yeah, and a reminder to how the points ran as we came into this race. Ricky Rude still leads the point standings. Running in second is the 74 of Mark Noble. Then the 3 of Alan Bowles runs in third. Running in fourth, the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg. And rounding out the top 5 is the 63 of Cody Slowinski.
I think, somebody the 5th place and the 4th place in points, I think these guys are really maturing as drivers, and it's starting to show. This time last year, these guys wouldn't have been up that high, but they've gained experience and maybe a little tenacity too. Yeah. And I'm very proud of them two boys. They're making a good showing.
And if you race fans have been enjoying the action and would love to see more, you won't have to wait too long, because the next time the Bandit Big Rig Series go racing, it will be at Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana. Then on Saturday, July 28th, we head to the La Crosse Fairgrounds in Wisconsin on Saturday, July 28th. Then we head back to Hickory Motor Speedway on Saturday, August the 11th. Then on August 25th, we head to Elko Speedway in Elko, Minnesota. And for the season finale, it'll be Saturday, September 15th at Anderson Speedway in Williamston, South Carolina. We hope to see each and every one of you there.
My buddy Kyle DiMarino, he's trying to help us get a camera in Justin's truck in the 17. That'd be cool. If anybody that's headed to Salem, Indiana to see that race, or also to get some of our online fans excited, Daytona is 31 degrees of banking, and you can see how steep that is. Salem, Indiana is 33 degrees of banking. These trucks are going to be fast, and they're going to be able to run up high. But when you run fast with these trucks, it puts way more wear on the right front. So I'm kind of excited to see how that one works out too.
And you know, we always talk about the great drivers that we have here in the Bandit Big Rig Series. Earlier today, I got a chance to talk to two of them at the same time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And those two guys happen to be Bob Mitchell, the driver of the 13, and Mark Noble, the driver of the 74. Both these guys are rookies in the Bandit Big Rig Series, but they're not rookies in racing. So
these guys have got all kinds of experience.
Indeed they do. So let's take a look at my interview with both Bob Mitchell and Mark Noble. Well, joining me now are two of the Bandit Big Rig Series drivers, Mark Noble, the driver of the 74, and Bob Mitchell, driver of the number 13. Now, first off, Mark, you come into this race second in the point standings. How do you feel about your chances of getting up there to first place?
Well, you always feel good. I feel good. We've had a long time to work on the truck. I've made a few changes. So this track here is it's the shortest one we've been on so far this year. So I guess I do feel good about it. And we're, all we got to do is qualify good and stay out of trouble because it is a smaller track. So hopefully we don't get all tore up, but we'll find out, at the end of the night, have a good night and maybe be leading it.
And what are your thoughts on Lake Erie Speedway?
Oh, it's a beautiful place. The facility is just awesome. And like I said earlier, it is the smallest one so far, and it's a little flatter, a little narrower than we've been on, but so it's going to be more of a suspension track, rather than a downright horsepower deal, but we'll just find out. I'm just hoping we have a good night and go home and get ready for next week.
Now, Bob, how do you feel about your chances here tonight at Lake Erie Speedway?
I think they're pretty good. I think that I haven't been on the track yet, but after practice, if you want to ask me, I'll tell you a little better. But the truck coming along good. I'm coming along better, so I think we got a pretty good chance to be in the top 5, I hope.
And what do you think of this track?
I love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful place to be. Obviously, like I said, I haven't ran it yet, but after practice, ask me, and I'll let you know exactly what I think of it.
All right, and now I'm going to have you. I have one question for you. Who do you think is going to be winning here tonight?
Probably Mark Noble.
That's because I've been good. That's because I've been good to him. It's Bob's boy here, but he's a crew chief, and he's a pretty smart kid, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, there you have it from Bob Mitchell and Mark Noble. We'll see what happens tonight at Lake Erie Speedway. And that was my interview with both Bob Mitchell and Mark Noble. And I also got a chance to speak to several other drivers earlier today as well. Another one of those great drivers is the driver of the 3, Alan Bowles. And I tell you what, Alan Bowles is always a great guy to talk to. I also got a chance to speak with Justin Ball and, of course, Scott Treadway. All of these great guys are always threats to win at a Bandit Big Rig Series event. So let's go to my interviews with John Lisenby, Justin Ball, and Scott Treadway. Returning this week to the Bandit Big Rig Series is John Lisenby, the driver of the 7. Now, John, we didn't see you at the last race. How's it feel to be back at the Bandits?
Oh, it feels good. I would have loved to have been at the last one. Had a graduation and stuff to attend, and got all that situated now, and be my second time in the 7 truck, transferring over. It used to be the 3. I'm just interested to get back in it, and get the feel of the truck and hopefully put it in the victory lane.
Tell us what it was like at that graduation ceremony.
Oh, it was great. It was our last daughter graduating high school. Very, very proud of her and all her accomplishments and what we look, for her to do in the future. She's a great young lady, and it's just wonderful to see her graduate.
And what are your thoughts here on Lake Erie Speedway from what you've seen so far?
Well, from what I've seen, it kind of looks like the Hickory track a little bit. Corners are a little different. Looks like a little bit of a smoother track, a little bit wider corners. I think it'll make for some really great racing, I think, here. I think this track will be a little bit quicker than Hickory. I think you guys are in for a real good race.
There you have it from the driver of the 7, John Lisenby. We'll see how he does against all the top. Joining me now is the driver of the number 17, Justin Ball. Justin, we're here at Lake Erie Speedway. How do you feel about this track?
I feel pretty good about this. I hope we do really well at this because this is as close to a home track as we'll get. So this one's, being pretty close to home. I hope we do decent at this one.
All right. Now, as mentioned before, you have always been consistent here in the Bandit Big Rig Series mains, several top 5s, and you've always done good in the Bandit shootouts and the heat races. Is tonight the night where you win a main?
Man, I really hope so. Like I said, this one would be even more important for us to win just because it's, so close to home, and living out in Oklahoma City now, being able to come back here close to where I'm from, it'd be awesome to win it tonight.
There you have it from Justin Ball, hoping to finally put the number 17 in victory lane at Lake Erie Speedway. Well, at the last race, this guy definitely was one of the show stealers, the driver of the 4, Scott Treadway. Scott, in the Bandit shootout, you really stole the show when you slid across sideways and you still walked away victorious. Tell me about what happened.
I just got a little loose coming out of the turn there, and 16 hit me a little bit, and that's all she wrote. I lost it and went around backwards, but I still won the race.
Tell me what that experience was like.
Oh, it was fun. I was just enjoying to get to win the races.
All right, now we're here at Lake Erie Speedway. How do you feel about your chances?
I feel good about it. The track's a little bit shorter, which will help my truck. It's geared a little low, so the shorter track will help me, I think.
All right, there you have it from Scott Treadway, the driver of the 4. We'll see how he does here tonight. Joining me now is the driver of the 3, Alan Bowles. Now, Alan, you come into this race running in 3rd in the point standings. Do you feel like you can go up 2 more spots?
Yeah, I think I can. I'll get my new truck, get the few bugs out of it. And the last race I had a few problems with it, but I think I've got it worked out now. I think I can move on up now.
And what are your thoughts on Lake Erie Speedway?
Oh man, this is a nice facility here. This good looking facility. The track looks good. I mean, we haven't been out on it yet, but I believe it's going to be a dandy track. I mean, it's a really nice place.
Well, there you have it from the driver of the 3, Alan Bowles, looking to put the number 3 in victory lane.
RVing, still an American pastime.
The Minimizer Bandit Big Rig Series is coming to Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. See giant semi-trucks going 100 miles an hour when the Bandits invade. Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. Get your tickets today at banditseries.com.
Minimizer's Fast Lap Bracket has been incredibly popular since its debut in March of 2016. There's really only been one popular complaint. It fits great on dump trucks, but what about a regular tractor? Now there's a solution. Minimizer's new complement to the Fast Flat Bracket is their mounting bracket, designed to accommodate the Fast Flat Bracket on all major truck and trailer applications. Manufactured with carbon steel and powder-coated black, the mounting bracket attaches to the frame and is designed to hold the Fast Flaps bracket. This combination can easily handle more than 500 pounds of pulling force before the mud flap releases from the Fast Flap bracket. This unique mounting bracket has multiple slots to fit most hole patterns commonly found on trucks and trailers. The holes on the bracket arm are pre-drilled to easily attach the fast flaps, so installation is a breeze. Order your Minimizer fast flap mounting brackets today.
Be where you want to be. See what you want to see. Do it all with a free RV from Boyer RV Center. That's right. Visit Boyer RV Center in Erie between now and August 15th and register to win the first Grand Design Transcend travel trailer ever made. Hurry in today.
Bandit fans, listen up. Are there any Lil Bandits at home? Because there's now a Lil Bandit section of the Bandit website. Click on Kids to find the coolest content available, including puzzles, games, and coloring pages. And once your Lil Bandit is done, make sure they submit their artwork so it can be posted in the art gallery. Best of all, it's free. So just go to banditseries.com and click on Kids, because there's a Lil Bandit in all of us.
The trucking industry drives America. It has for more than 100 years. From CB radios to revered brands, to a culture that is celebrated for its history, its characters, and most of all, its trucks. A truck driver started our company. He discovered a way to make something better. Here in the Heartland, you can see that kind of resolve everywhere. And it's something we've taken to heart. Now that we've expanded from fenders to floor mats to seats to mattresses, our goal is to respect the driver. We do that through our tested and tortured process. Nothing is shipped from our campus until it passes the ultimate test. Minimizer is proud to be a part of the toughest industry, and we're proud to have been started by a truck driver. We stand up for our people, our industry, and most of all, we stand up for each and every one of you.
We offer the best product on the market. There's no other tools like the tools we offer.
We have over 375 dealers North American wide that are able to support you wherever you are, whenever you are.
Having it tuned correctly by diesel spec, why wouldn't I? More power, less fuel, what's not to like?
Drivers like it. They just like the performance under the pedal, yet having great fuel savings.
The Minimizer Bandit Big Rig Series is coming to Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. See giant semi-trucks going 100 miles an hour when the Bandits invade Salem Speedway Saturday, July 14th. Get your tickets today at banditseries.com.
Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox and a crew down like I've never seen. Cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand. Blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. Man, this bandit racing's getting lots of fans.
Oh my goodness, what a finish!
And we are back live at Lake Erie Speedway. We are getting set for driver introductions in the main. Again, they will be going 30 laps. And man, I tell you what, this is going, after everything that we have seen tonight, this is going to be one exciting finish. 30 laps with all the great drivers we have in the series, such as Ricky Rude, Mike Morgan, Cody Slewinski, and so many other great drivers. And we are glad that each and every one of you have stood with us all night long. We thank you for your support.
Very much so.
Yes, indeed. And Dave, I'm going to have to put you on the spot. If you had to make a choice on who is probably the best chance to win here tonight, who would you have to go with?
Tough call. We've seen Ricky Rude come up through the field time and time again. We know he's fast. Marshall Davis is driving his heart out tonight. But, I mean, all of our Bandit guys do that. Scott Treadway is flying. Mark Noble is fast and smooth as always. The Godfather is high, wide, and handsome. Man, I don't know. That's a tough call. And the thing about it is just when, you got 2 laps to go and you think you've got it figured out, something crazy happens and, somebody that was running in the back could be up front and win. That's what makes it exciting. Yeah, I agree with Penny here. She says the finish is definitely going to be epic. I agree with you, girl.
And I got to tell you, the racing action has been great all night long. And with everything we've seen, I'm kind of wondering what else are we going to be seeing here tonight?
These guys are going to be fast. I love this track because I've seen these trucks run fast and low, middle, and high. During the drivers' meeting, they talked about they didn't want the trucks advancing their position below the yellow line because the whole track is paved. It's awesome. We've got the cones out in the center of the track for the apparently they run figure 8 races here. That was my suggestion for the shootout. That really would have brought some drama to it. Also, we got one of our scoring and inspection techs here. His name is Aaron, and he wanted to give a shout out to his daughter Callie. He says hi, behave, and get to bed. We're all family oriented here.
And now we're going to get a look at an instant replay of some racing action that happened earlier tonight. Oh, this was what happened at the end of the last Challenger race.
Absolutely.
There was contact between the 63 and the 4. So Cody Slewinski and Scott Treadway in the 4 made contact right at the end there.
Oh, you can see that right outside tire was it had probably pushed it off the bead because I think these only run like, I don't know, 20 or 30 pounds on the back. So it's easy if they're low to push them off the bead.
And I got to tell you, it has been quite the entertaining night for Scott Treadway. I mean, there were a couple of times where it looked like he was going to spin and bring out a caution, but he managed to save it.
What, twice?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That was these racing. Like I said, we started out hard with excitement in the heat races. The shootout's always exciting, and now it continues to amp up. Just you think these guys during the drivers' meeting, one of the things that they talked about was try to keep the contact to a minimum. If you can race side by side for 20 laps, that's fine. But we've got to have these trucks turned around, in any maintenance, any repairs done, and back in Salem, Indiana in a week. So we don't want to have too many issues with them because we've got to race these trucks again in a short period of time.
And as I was saying about Scott Treadway having an entertaining night, not only did he have 2 great saves, but then there was that spin out, right at the end of the last Challenger race.
Oh, absolutely.
But he also, as we take a look at the replay of some great racing action earlier tonight, I think this is one of the saves that Scott Treadway made. Watch this. He's going to be making a move on Mark Noble. Contact is made, and both drivers managed to save it, but the 63 of Cody Slewinski makes a little contact, and there's some damage to the 63.
Cody just didn't have anywhere to go there.
Yeah, but still, nonetheless, great driving by both Scott Treadway in the 4 and the 74 of Mark Noble. Yeah,
both good saves there.
Both great driving, and as mentioned, the 63 of Cody Slewinski just had nowhere to go.
But he was trying to pay attention to what was going on in front of him, and he did manage to get that truck slowed down and keep the damage to a minimum. So I think it's a shout out to to Scott and Mark for great saves on both parts, and also great paying attention to Cody, because he could have made that so much worse.
Yeah, and I would have to believe that the best part of the night so far for Scott Treadway was being able to win so many of the Bandit shootout races, and he almost went the whole way until right at the end, Ricky Rude beat him. Scott Treadway did set a new record, though.
That's true. Now, do you think the Godfather's going to have to try and shoot to beat that? He likes those shootout wins.
And speaking of the Godfather, there's the onboard camera shot yet again. And I believe we're going to be in for a lot of great shots with this onboard when we get ready to go for the main.
Oh, absolutely. They should be about ready to put these trucks in the chute before too long. Get them out there and run our feature.
Yeah, I'm already looking out into the pits. Several trucks are moving.
Yep, I see.
And I gotta tell you what, I have no idea who's going to win this race. But one thing's for sure, it's definitely going to be exciting.
Oh, absolutely! Every lap.
All right. And there are two other guys that I got a chance to speak to today, and that would be the driver of the 88, Mike Morgan, and another great guy I got a chance to talk to is the driver of the 63, Cody Slowinski.
Both great guys. Both. I love hanging out with them.
Yeah, both great guys, Mike Morgan, the 88, and the 63 of Cody Slowinski. So let's take a look at my interviews with both Mike Morgan and Cody Slowinski. As we get ready to go racing at Lake Erie Speedway, I'm being joined by the driver of the 88, Mike Morgan. Mike, how do you feel about your chances here tonight at Lake Erie?
Just as good as ever. I think we got Mike Vader up and running pretty good right now, and we're going to go out here and give everything we have to give, see what we can come up with at the end of the night.
And what are your thoughts on Lake Erie Speedway?
It looks interesting. It's a little different track with 3/8 of a mile out here. It's got some interesting features out there. The asphalt's a little rough, but I think we'll do pretty good out here.
All right, there you have it from Mike Morgan, the driver of the 88, looking to make a good impression here at Lake Erie Speedway. We'll see how he does. Well, if you want to talk about someone who has a good shot of winning the main here tonight at Lake Erie Speedway, it's definitely the driver of the 63, Cody Slowinski. Cody, you have always been very consistent here in the Bandits. How do you feel about your chances here tonight at Lake Erie Speedway?
With the way the truck's been running, with the new motor that we got built, and I'm feeling pretty confident, you know. Everybody wants to win. That's why we're here. So there's a lot of tough competition ahead of me, but hopefully we'll get there. I'm just praying that we race safe, but I'd like to be out front.
And what are your thoughts on Lake Erie Speedway based on what you've seen so far?
It's a very nice facility. The track looks nice. The weather's beautiful today, so I think it'll be good racing.
And there you have it from Cody Slowinski. We'll see if he can put the number 63 in victory lane at Lake Erie Speedway tonight.
Would ever be Fox and a crew down like I've never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans. Man, this bandit racing's getting out of hand. Man, this bandit racing's getting lots of fans. The bandit big series getting out of hand.
Oh my goodness, what a finish!
And we are back live at Lake Erie Speedway. The trucks are lined up outside the track. They're getting ready to enter and get ready for driver intros. There's another look at the onboard camera of Craig Kruckenberg. And the tow truck is coming out now. And the trucks are moving as they get ready to enter the track. In that shot, we see the 13 of Bob Mitchell, and the Godfather is coming up right behind him.
I think that's Mark Noble on the front, right behind the tow truck. Pace truck. Tow truck.
Yep. There's the 3 of Alan Bowles. Great driving so far tonight. 88 of Mike Morgan. 17 Justin Ball. Fans are definitely ready. They've waited out all night long for this main event. There's the 54 of Tyler Kruckenberg, 41 Marshall Davis. Out comes Mike Ward in the 16, 14 Ricky Rude, then the 4 of Scott Treadway, and the 51 of John Franzen, 63 Cody Slowinski, 27 Darren Prophet. All right, the trucks are lined up. We're getting ready for driver introductions.
And I was just, I had to step off and ask. I wanted to see how many they inverted, and the official answer is 12. So they're getting them lined up so they can do their salute to the fans. And I think what they're going to do here is they're going to do a kind of a figure 8 through the infield where they can kind of do a backwards pace lap so the fans can see the drivers sitting in the trucks.
All right, now we're going to go live for the driver intros. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you through the field for the Bandit Big Rig Series, starting on the front row. In the number 74 from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, the 74 Volvo, sponsored by Action Truck Parts, Nugent Calipers, and Factory Ride Energy Drink. He is the wheelman, Mark Noble. Alongside him, driving the number 13 from Waupun, Wisconsin, the number 13 Freightliner, sponsored by Dr. Diesel Service, Mitchell Motorcycle Transport, Elderon, Big Rig Chrome Shop, and the Living Foundation. He is the Iceman, Bob Mitchell. Next up, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, in the number 55 Ford L9000, sponsored by Minimizer and Robin Kruckenberg, he is the Godfather, Craig Kruckenberg. Next up, from Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 3 Peterbilt, sponsored by Jupiter Enterprises, Pete Store, Fast Diesel Fuel Systems, Minimizer, Airworks, Borge Warner, Thompson Cat, Lucas Oil, and NMF. He is the man they call Turbo, Alan Bowles. Next up, from Wartrace, Tennessee, in the number 88 Mac Vader, sponsored by Wind Rock Truck Parts and Equipment, BMT, Steve Nash Trucking, Dex Truck Parts, Jones Brothers Performance Truck Rods. He is the Black Dog, Mike Morgan. Next, from Cambridge, Ohio, in the number 17 Peterbilt 379, sponsored by Fast Diesel Fuel Systems, Bully Dog, All Balls Performance, and NMF. Let's hear it for Justin Boost Ball. Next up, driving the number 7 from Weaverville, North Carolina, the number 7 Peterbilt, sponsored by Jupiter Enterprises, Pete Store, Airworks, Borge Warner, Fast Diesel Fuel Systems, Minimizer, Cat Thompson, Truck Centers, Glider Kits, and Lucas Oil, Redbeard, John Lisenby. Next, from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, in the number 54 Kenworth, sponsored by Minimizer, Cody Slowinski Trucking, KIK Marketing, Factory Ride Energy Drink. He is the Snowman, Tyler Kruckeberg. Next, in the 16 Volvo, sponsored by Caesars Trucking, Jones Repair Services, Inc., NMF, and B Visuals, from Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, the General Mike Ward. Next up, from Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 41 Volvo, sponsored by Big and Nuts, Minimizer, and Jupiter Enterprises, he is the man they call Pigpen, Marshall Davis. Next up, he is your reigning, defending Bandit Big Rig Series point standings leader, driving the number 14 from Weaverville, North Carolina, sponsored by NMF, Airworks, and Borge Warner. Let's hear it for the man they call Cupcake, Ricky Rude. Next up in the 4, Western Star, sponsored by Fast Fuel Systems, Airworks, and NMF, from Marshall, North Carolina, the man they call Lightning, Scott Treadway. All right, he's making his debut in the Bandit Big Rig Series tonight in the number 51 Freightliner, sponsored by Minimizer, Cody Slowinski Trucking, KIK Marketing, Factory Ride Energy Drink, Taylor Truck and Equipment, Taylor Transport, Accuride, and Action Truck Parts. He was in the Marine for 4 years and a former sprint car racer. From Brainerd, Minnesota, the Brainerd Bullet, John Frenzen. Next up in the 63 from Blooming Prairie, Minnesota, sponsored by Minimizer, Cody Slowinski Trucking, KIK Marketing, and Factory Ride Energy Drink, he is the man they call Skippy, Cody Slowinski. And last but not least, from Weaverville, North Carolina, in the number 27 Peterbilt, sponsored by Profit Paving and Sam's Gap Motorsports, he is the man they call Mo, Darren Prophet. Okay, fans, that is your starting lineup. If you're ready for tonight's main event with the Bandit Big Rig Series, let me hear you make some noise. No. Come on, fans. They're going to be going 30 laps. If you're ready for the Bandits main event, let me hear you make some noise. All right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Dave Wright is up here with me. Dave, this promises to be an exciting end to an exciting night.
I cannot wait to see. We have had some fast challenge races, some fast heat races, and now we've got them all on the track together. I can't wait to see how this is going to go.
And with the 74 of Bob Mitchell starting alongside the 74 of Mark Noble starting alongside the 13 of Bob Mitchell, one can only imagine what's going to happen on this start.
Well, and then, look how far back. You've got some really fast trucks. I mean, Ricky Rude is almost at the back, man. He's got some work cut out for him tonight.
Indeed he does, and we'll see what happens when we get ready to go racing in the next couple of laps.
I think we've got a spoiler sitting up close to the front in Alan Bowles. He's won like this on these inverts before.
And boy, I tell you what, the green flag is getting ready to wave as the 74 of Mark Noble gets ready to lead off the field with the 13 of Bob Mitchell alongside of him, the 3 of Alan Bowles right behind him, alongside the 55 of Craig Kruckeberg.
They're pulled up. They're going to get even. Are they going to turn them loose this time?
Come on, fans, please get off the fence. Fans, please get off the fence right now. To the fans in attendance, we need you to get off the fence, please.
They were going to turn these big boys loose, but we got people on the fence. We got to get back there. They're not going to turn them loose.
Again, to the fans, please stay off the fence. Fans, please stay off the fence when we go racing here. Stay off the fence, please.
We don't want any of our fans getting hurt, any of them.
All right, the one to go signal is we're gonna try this restart again. Fans, please stay off the fence. Fans, stay off the fence, please. And now we're getting ready to go racing with our main event. Bob Mitchell in the 13, starting alongside the 74 of Mark Noble. Get up on your feet, folks. This is gonna be wild. And here we go. We're racing with the Bandits, 30 laps. Who gets the advantage into turn number 1? It's going to be Mark Noble.
All right, and you know if he gets out there, he is smooth and fast.
And we're going 3 wide onto the back straightaway. Mike Morgan, Justin Ball, and John Lisenby. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, we got, look at Mike Ward. He's ducking and moving, man, and Ricky Rude's going to slide in almost, well, he's going to slide in and stay in the high groove behind him. This is going to be exciting, Adam. Geez,
we're still 3 wide as we enter the back straightaway with the 7 of John Lisenby, 17 Justin Ball, and the 88 of Mike Morgan. They're still 3 wide.
They are juking and dancing out there, man. I saw the Godfather out there. He was clear sideways trying to get by Alan Bowles, and it cost him a little bit of time. Back to 3 wide.
Still 3 wide in turn number 1 with the 7 of John Lisenby, the 55 of Craig Kruckeberg, 88 of Mike Morgan, and there's contact between Mike Morgan and Craig Kruckeberg. And we're 3 wide as Justin Ball is on the outside of both of them.
These guys, they don't know how to let up, and they're not going to.
Whoa, and Justin Ball. I thought we were going to have a wreck right there as we came across the start-finish line, but we still managed to stay green. No wreck yet.
These guys are doing a good job, but they're trying to slip in places that maybe sometimes these big trucks won't fit.
And the battle for 4th is continuing on right now. Mike Morgan in the 88, he's looking to the inside of Alan, the inside of John Lisenby in the 7 for 3rd.
With Alan Bowles back there looking with him.
Yes, indeed. Oh, and we almost had a wreck again. The 16 of Mike Ward almost lost it there, but he held on to it.
He was getting up there close and rubbing on Ricky Rude, I think. I think I saw that.
Yeah, the 3 of Alan Bowles side by side with the 7 of John Lisenby. That is a battle for 4th. And John Lisenby's holding on. Oh, the Godfather almost spun out right there.
These guys are jamming these things down in here. Sometimes they stick, sometimes they don't. It might catch and almost want to spin, or it might push up and want to scrape the wall.
And the 74 of Mark Noble continues to lead. And we got a battle for 2nd between the 13 of Bob Mitchell and the 88 of Mike Morgan.
I told you what would happen if you let Mark Noble out there. He's so fast and smooth. Look at the distance he's got on 2nd and 3rd. That's amazing. In just a few short laps.
Yes, indeed. The battle for 2nd and 3rd continues, but we got some more great racing action happening in the back as well.
This middle of the pack looks like a train wreck just waiting to happen.
We got a battle for 4th and 5th between the 17 of Justin Ball and the 7 of John Lisenby. Meanwhile, we also have a battle between the 3 of Alan Bowles and the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg.
They've run a couple laps side by side, and it's been Tyler, I think, is a little bit faster entering, but Alan seems to have the torque coming off the bottom, but Tyler made it stick that time, and now Ricky Rude's
on the back straightaway. We're almost going 3 wide in turn number 3. With between the 14 of Ricky Rude, 3 of Alan Bowles, and the 16 of Mike Ward.
These guys are making my heart stop, man.
9 laps have been completed. We have 21 laps to go as Mark Noble continues to lead. And now we got a battle for 3rd. The 17 of Justin Ball is looking to the inside of the 13 of Bob Mitchell.
He wants to get up there and battle with Mike Morgan for 2nd. And this is so early in the race. If he can clear Bob Mitchell, I don't know. Bob's pretty fast, but if he can get him cleared, maybe he'd have time to get up there with Mike Morgan.
Justin Ball trying to clear Bob Mitchell, and he does.
Bob Mitchell's going to try and fight back on the outside if he can get up there, man. He's been fast all weekend.
And the battle for 6th and 7th is heating up between the 16 of Mike Ward, 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg, and the 14 of Ricky Rude.
Ricky's just waiting. He's just one of these patient guys. He's just waiting for one of these guys to make a mistake and just capitalize.
And right in front of them, the 7 of John Lisenby is looking to the inside of Bob Mitchell in the 13. They're side by side as they cross the start-finish line. 18 laps to go.
John Lisenby is sailing right down on the bottom. He's making some pretty good time. Bob Mitchell can pull back up off the top, but man, entering, John Lisenby is sticking perfect.
And John Lisenby in the 7 has a bit of an advantage over Bob Mitchell as we cross the start-finish line. He clears him for a little bit as he takes 4th place. And the 14 of Ricky Rude is right behind the 16 of Mike Ward. He's looking to the inside of him.
And he's going to, well, he got there, but I don't know, can he get him cleared? Look at that. I think he did. Yes, sir.
Ricky Rude gets past Mike Ward in the 16. Now Ricky Rude is going to try to get around the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg.
And I heard race control give 14 in yellow for going, or give him a warning for being too low on that yellow line. They want these guys to stay up high. They don't want them using the entire infield.
All right, and here's the 14 on the inside of the 54. Ricky Rude goes to the inside of Tyler Kruckeberg.
And I'm seeing this flagman give him halfway. Adam, has it been 15 laps already?
Yes, we are at the halfway mark, and Ricky Rude is going to clear the 54 of Tyler Kruckeberg. And meanwhile, the battle for the lead is starting to heat up as the 74 of Mark Noble has his hands full with the 88 of Mike Morgan breathing down his neck, and the 17 of Justin Ball, who is still looking for his first ever main victory. And Mike Morgan, he's looking to the inside of it. And meanwhile, the 14 of Ricky Rude, he's looking to the inside of Bob Mitchell in the 13. Here's the battle for the lead. Mike Morgan, he's looking to the inside of Mark Noble in the 74.
I know Mike Morgan has a lot of fans, but it just, watching him race this, it just seems like he's just quietly creeping to the front. And then he's going to do what he does best.
Mike Morgan trying everything he can to get around Mark Noble, and they're coming up on the 51 of John Franzen. He could play a factor here in the next couple of laps.
Oh, absolutely. Are they going to use John for a pick? Because right now the advantage would stay to Mark Noble with John running the low line, but Justin Ball's waiting back there to pounce. I can see it coming.
Yeah, Justin Ball is there. Justin Ball's going to the inside of he's going to the inside of Mark Noble. They touch as Mark Noble is battling the 17 of Justin Ball. The 88 of Mike Morgan has taken the lead. Mike Morgan takes the lead, and he's sideways. They cross the start-finish line, and here comes Justin Ball as they come up on the 51 of John Franzen.
Justin wants that lead. Mike Morgan's using John Franzen as a pick right there, trying to keep everybody behind him. And it worked this lap, but will it work next lap?
And you know how badly Justin Ball wants to win a Bandit main. He has come so close so many times. He wants this so badly. He's got a shot right here if he can make the pass in the next couple of laps. Meanwhile, the 16 of Mike Ward is looking on the inside of Bob Mitchell, and the 13, he's sideways. They're side by, and they touch! They touch as they cross the start-finish line. And it's going to be Mike Ward getting the advantage over Bob Mitchell for the moment.
But I know Bob Mitchell, he's going to want to try and power back on the outside. Oh, Mike Ward got up there and shut the door on him.
Yes, indeed. Crossing the start-finish line, 8 laps to go for Mike Morgan. It's been a while since he's been to victory lane. Meanwhile, Justin Ball in the 17, he's never been to victory lane. He's never won a main. He wants to do it here tonight.
With all the trouble, now maybe a lot of our fans don't know, Mike Morgan.
And here comes the 7 of John Lisenby. John Lisenby in the 7 looking to the inside of Mark Noble in the 74 for third.
He wants a piece of that action, but Mike Morgan has had some engine issues, and he's been fighting that for a couple races. Apparently, he's got his engine issues fixed, Adam.
Yes, indeed. We're coming up on 6 laps to go. 6 laps to go for Mike Morgan.
I see Ricky Rude back there. He's trying to sniff out a mistake so he can capitalize on it.
On to the back straightaway, the 7 of John Lisenby. He's got a good run on the 74 of Mark Noble. He's going to pass him for third, it looks like it. And now he's going to try to pass the 17 of Justin Ball for second.
And he's going to try and use Justin to keep Mark Noble behind him, but I don't know if that's going to work or not.
5 laps to go. 5 laps to go for Mike Morgan as John Lisenby tries to make a pass on Justin Ball for second. We got 2 great battles for second and third, and fourth and fifth. John Lisenby takes second, but Justin Ball not ready to give it up.
Absolutely not. I see some blocking and some shuffling. Ricky Reed was sideways right there. He got blocked.
Yes, he was. Ricky Rude in the 14. He wants to get around these guys.
And they split him.
And John Lisenby in the 7. Oh, man. Justin Ball holds on to second. Ricky Rude takes third. Now Ricky Rude going to try to take second away from Justin Ball in the 17.
3 laps to go, Adam. It's killing me.
3 laps to go.
The excitement is amazing. And see, Ricky Rude is trying to clear his
Ricky
path.
Rude trying to make a pass on Justin Ball. Can't quite do it just yet.
Ricky Rude's trying to call his shot, but Justin Ball's not going to let him go easy. That's for sure.
2 laps to go. 2 laps to go for Mike Morgan.
Justin was sideways off of 4, wanting to keep that spot.
Ricky Rude now takes second place away from Justin Ball in the 17. Running in fifth right now is the 7 of John. Running in fourth right now is the 7 of John Lisenby, and the 74 of Mark Noble. White flag. White flag is out for Mike Morgan. White flag is out. The question is going to be who's going to be second, third, fourth, and fifth. We're about to find out. The last lap here. Coming off turn number 4. Here we go, coming off turn number 4. Checkered flag. It's going to be Mike Morgan. Mike Morgan wins at Lake Erie Speedway. Second place goes to Ricky Rude. And we got a photo finish for third and fourth.
I couldn't call that. They were dead even right at the line. Let me ask race control here and see if we can figure out what's going on. The 7 won that battle, Adam. Wow, John Lisenby got the spot. That's amazing. They were so dead even.
Oh my goodness. What a finish.
My heart was stopping. I was trying to pay attention all over the track and I couldn't.
And the fireworks are going off, and Mike Morgan returns to victory lane in the Bandit Big Rig Series.
I wonder if we'll see a victory donut. You know, it's Mike Morgan. He likes to do that kind of stuff. That was an excellent race. It was exciting. There was passing going on, touching, bumping and rubbing and sideways. And I don't know. I just keep running out of adjectives to describe this. This was some exciting racing. These boys put on a heck of a show. And the fireworks show is really, really cool.
Yeah, the fireworks are going off. Race fans, if you've enjoyed what you've seen tonight, let me hear you make some noise as Mark Noble is doing some burnouts. Mike Morgan in the 88 is doing some donuts. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for him, Mike Morgan.
I called that. I wondered if he would do donuts. Mike gets excited. I'm happy for him. We've got so many drivers out here that are so deserving of a win. Mike Morgan had engine troubles, and he's just lighting it up. I love this.
Mike Morgan returns to victory lane. PT is going to be taking care of the winner's circle interview.
If you've never...
Come on, race fans. Let's hear it for Mike Morgan in the 88.
If any of you truck drivers out there have ever wanted to see a Mac do donuts and drift, you need to get to be able to follow Mike Morgan on YouTube because he loves to put on the show.
And the burnouts continue. I think Mike Morgan just might keep doing this until those tires give out.
It could be. I've seen him do that before. He was like I said, he dealt with some engine trouble and they had some mechanical setbacks. But I'm going to tell you what, Mike and his crew chief, Matt, when they can get together and spend time on this truck, the results show every time.
All right, I'm going to send it on down to PT. He's going to take care of the race winner interview. Take it away, PT.
We're going to try to connect with the second and third place. Ladies, you guys stay up here. John Lisenby, they call him Redbeard. John Lisenby. Hey, you made it all the way to third place. John Lisenby, how'd you feel out there today, buddy?
I felt good. Truck done real well. Second time I've been in it. I feel good.
You good? You look good, man. Are you tired?
Oh, no. No, we could do 30 more.
You could do 30 more. Give it up for Redbeard, third place here. Redbeard.
All right.
You got to love it. You got to love it. Tell you what, Ricky Rude, this guy started way in the middle of the pack, towards the back. Ricky Rude, are the tires still hot? Ricky Rude, all the way from way towards the middle in the back of the pack, all the way to second place. How do you feel, buddy?
I feel good, man. If I'd had about 3 more laps, old Mac Vader would have been second or third.
No doubt about it. Hey, how these tires are smoking. You were going hot out there. These flames are smoking. The fireworks wasn't just on the sky; it was on the track too.
Yeah, man, I wanted it bad, but there for a minute, I thought 5th, 6th, 7th. That's what I'm going home with, and I finally broke free, and I finally seen that Mac Vader, and man, I wanted him. Me and Mike's good friends. He's a good driver. He deserves the win, but I'm happy with second, and a truck I can still load on the trailer.
It looks pretty dang good, and you got that Bandit shootout victory for Jeffrey for $100 too.
I did. The kid said he's staying at my hotel, and I told him if I lost, I'd buy him breakfast in the morning. So anyway, you buy breakfast, baby. I'll see you in the morning.
There you go. Make some noise for number 14, Rick Rude, everybody. What's up? All right, here he is. I can't even think. Who is this guy right here? Ladies and gentlemen, number 88, Mike Morgan right here, huh?
Let's do something a little different tonight. These guys in the stands are why we're here. And you know what? We need to take this celebration to the other side. You want to go with me?
Let's do that. I'll do that. Yeah, let's go. Hey, Mike Morgan wants to come celebrate with you guys. Are you cool with that? Ladies and gentlemen, number 88, Mac Vader, Mike Morgan. The high fives and the burnouts continue. Mike, just one quick question, by the way. When was the last time we had an accident-free challenge or a final race there? I can't even think about it.
I don't know. There's plenty of destruction out there tonight. It's just, it didn't cause a caution.
Yeah, plenty of bumps and
my rim, there's nothing there. It's missing half of it right now. So the tire's not even inflated on the left rear right now.
Now, we talked about this. Like you've ever cared about an inflated tire.
No.
That would never stop you.
No. It might have held me up from getting around Ricky, but, other than that, no.
This guy, I tell you what, a guy that loves the crowd and the burnouts, man. The burnouts, that was legit, Mike. Do you have more fun with the burnout or the 30 laps before it?
The 30 laps, the last 10, I was holding my breath. We knew Ricky was coming back there, and he was coming hard. It was just a matter of time. We got what we got as far as the truck. We're still working on trying to make things better, but, man, it did real well for us tonight. So this is awesome.
It was hot. It was hot. Any big sponsors you want to give some love to?
Absolutely. We got Windrock truck parts out there on the truck. We got BMT. We got a lot of BMT fans out here tonight. We got Herb. We got a bunch of guys over here, Doug from over at Mac. We got a lot of cool people up here in the house tonight. Dex, we got, oh man, I'm just losing everything tonight.
It's no big deal. Hey, you got no air in the tire. You got some celebration to do. We talked about this earlier in the pits beforehand. The checks, when you're racing, the checks and the money's going the opposite direction in your bank account. Well, now there's coming back in there. You got a $10,000 check coming, buddy.
Yeah, we're getting new tires on the truck now.
To Mac Vader at Mike Morgan, number 88. Give it up for this guy. $10,000 check from the ladies. Make some noise for your champion tonight, number 88, Mike Morgan, everybody.
And by the way, my wife and son couldn't be here tonight. This is my boy's lucky hat. And he's had everybody with all the years of racing we've had. He has signed everybody that's been in the race series throughout the years has signed this hat at some point in time. He calls this his lucky hat. We got it in the truck all the time. He's usually wearing it at the races. And tonight I'm wearing it. So thank you, Mikey. I love you. We'll be home soon.
Mikey and his lucky hat. How about that? That's awesome. That is awesome. Tell you what, there's nothing better. This guy's mustache is almost as awesome as the burnouts. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion night, number 88, Mike Morgan. Make some noise for this guy, huh? He'll shake everybody's hands. He'll hang around, high fives to everybody here. Mike's gonna go all the way down. Make it happen. Check this guy out. He's gonna go all the way down. Give some love to this guy. He's gonna hug his sponsors. We want to thank again Boyer RV for being out here tonight. Again, thanks again to JRK's Trucking, to Roberts Trucking, all the other great sponsors. Of course, to Minimizer, Kick Marketing, Biggins, and Wyakin Foundation. We certainly appreciate you guys being here. Lake Erie Speedway, you guys have been great hosts. Everybody drive home safely. For Adam and Dave and Joel and everybody on the team, check it out online, banditseries.com, Bandit Series on Facebook. We love you, and we'll hopefully see you next year. Thank you guys very much, and good night.
All right, let's go to the replay on this. Dave, I tell you, this was exciting.
I love this. This was Mike Morgan has struggled so much, and
man, this replay, man, just by a matter of inches, it was John Lizzamy in the 7 edging out. Just by a matter of inches, the 17 of Justin Ball was just beat by the 7 of John Lizzamy.
I kept watching all over the track. I couldn't see all the action at one time. I could only focus on certain things, and I'd have to move around. Mike Morgan is so happy he's wearing his son's lucky hat, and he is just so tickled to death. Mikey told him, he said, "Dad, I can't be there wearing my lucky hat." And apparently it works, Mikey. You may not get it back.
Yes, great racing, and that's going to do it for us here at Lake Erie Speedway. On behalf of Dave Wright, PT, the entire crew here tonight, and the Bandit Big Rig Series, we thank you all for joining us. Just remember, the next time we go racing with the Bandits, it'll be July 14th next week in Salem. We hope to see you all there.
We thank you so much.
Yes, and we thank you to all the great sponsors, Minimizer, DSI Performance, Big and Nuts, Truck Center Parts, and
NMF. We got NMF.
And NMF. We thank you for coming on board. We'll see you all next time. For Dave Wright and PT, I'm Adam Otwell. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.
It's all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the Bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads, drifting every corner as fast as we could go. Who would have thought this would ever be? Fox sent a crew down like I've never seen, 'cause someone called us bandits in a local magazine. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this big rig racing's getting out of hand. We were rolling like thunder, that's why we never saw Bandits head got loose and fly to the wall as the pace car pulled out the pits filled with fans. Out from a window came the Bandit's hand. He signaled, "I'm alright," and the look on his face said it's all about the glory. We'll live the rolling ugly day. Crowds keep getting bigger, and so did the prize for the race. Don't you think this big rig racing's getting out of hand? It started out with beers and never understand, blazing through the smoke, getting cheered by the fans, 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 fans. Man, this Bandit racing's getting out of hand. It's all work and racing, that's the life I lead. This song's about the night the Bandits proved it to me. Blowing black smoke down those old country roads,